It's a Tribeup takeover. Okay, where's my notifications at?
Facts, I talk facts, nigga. I talk facts, nigga. Facts. I talk facts, nigga.
I can only get one.
PBs. I just wanna get to the money.
Cause I'm subscribed to it, so just won't send you to it.
Facts. Half these niggas look bummy. Facts. Car side call 200. Facts. Nigga, yo bitch got a lot of mileage. Facts. Half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. I said half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. All I wanna do is see profit. Niggas spin to the money in a sprinter. Facts. Damn Wood Wheel gave me a splinter. Facts. All I do is get head in my temple. Facts. She going live on the Jimmy, I ain't Kimmel. Facts. I used to ride around the city with a demo. Facts. Now I'm in your city in a limo. Facts. J's on like I'm Leno. Dressed up like I'm the only one that got the memo. Facts. Niggas always talk then act different. This my biopic, I ain't gotta act in it. Louboutin bag got a couple stacks in it. Red 11 red bottom just to accent it. All a young nigga do is talk fly shit. If I was a car, I'd be a hybrid. Plain day and your girl in my cockpit. Told her I'm straight, dolo, no sidekick. Yeah. I just wanna get to the money. Facts. Ain't nothing they take shit from me. Facts. Half these niggas look bummy. Facts. Car side call 200. Facts. Nigga, yo bitch got a lot of mileage. Facts. Half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. I said half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. All I wanna do is see profit. Facts. Nigga, I ain't did shit but keep it real with you. Facts. Everything kosher, I ain't gotta deal with you. Facts. Crazy, you gotta erase to see the real picture. Facts. Shit cool now, but I ain't tryna chill with you. Facts. I used to ride around the city with a truck of niggas. Facts. Now I'm in your city with a couple niggas. Facts. I used to ride with a truck of niggas. Now I'm with a couple niggas crazy. Money will show you who really fucking with you. Now I'm like a fat man, way up. His money got muscles, his pay cut. Y'all niggas too loud with the money. I'm quiet in the bins, I ain't gotta say much. All the young niggas do is talk bitch shit. Why you when you feelin' brothers and a chick flick? Yo girl bored like a ripstick, dipshit. All this jewelry on like I'm Slick Rick. Yeah. I just wanna get to the money. Facts. Ain't nothing they take shit from me. Facts. Half these niggas look bummy. Facts. Car side call 200. Facts. Nigga, yo bitch got a lot of mileage. Facts. Half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. I said half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. All I wanna do is see profit. Facts. Facts. I talk fast. I talk fast, nigga. I talk fast. You talk fast. I talk fast, nigga. All a young nigga do is talk fly shit. If I was a car, I'd be a hybrid. Plain day and your girl on my cockpit. Told her I'm straight, dolo, no sidekick. Yeah. I just wanna get to the money. Facts. Ain't nothing they take shit from me. Facts. Half these niggas look bummy. Facts. Car side call 200. Facts. Nigga, yo bitch got a lot of mileage. Facts. Half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. I said half these niggas ain't solid. Facts. All I wanna do is see profit. Facts. PBs.
Peace and paradise to all American Aborigines, aka the first Americans. Chief Holiday in the building. The truth is here. Hey man, peace. We got Lasan Lawrence first in the building, and we got King on Tribeup, and we got King Hebrew first in the building over the Chief Holiday channel. Man, we simulcasting. We multi-casting over here, man. We might be on 3 or 4 channels, 4 or 5 channels, some shit, man. We got Ty Data, the cyborg in the building. You know, he be on some mad scientist stuff, man. So shout out to Ty Data. Man, we're in the building, man. Piece of the tribe, man. Yeah, shout out to King Hebrew, the new moderator. Ty just wrenched him up. So he's a wrench game now. So shout out to King Hebrew. Shalom. Welcome. Yeah, first in the building over there on the Chief Holiday channel, man. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to the Empress of Britain, Lasan Lawrence. Peace to her, man. It's always a pleasure when she's in the building, man. And definitely she gets on the panel and she brings that fire, man. Big ups, man. Big ups to the tribe, man. Yeah, we're in the building, man. There's so much going on, yeah. I don't even know where to start. Like, You know what I'm saying? As usual, shout out to P Beezy, that's facts. It's Pride of Arkansas, man. Go check him out. Very talented young brother. And that's fact, man. We talk facts over here. We don't speculate. We don't go through a whole bunch of emotional things. You know what I'm saying? It's here's where the evidence leads us to these facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to the tribe, man. Ty, you want to say something to the people? Okay, okay. So shit, man. Everything good, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to Bones McCoy and Coach Crew Cut. We're just doing their thing, man. We here, man. They probably gonna be coming in the building a little later, man. I think A1 might come through. Yeah, man. Anybody want to come through, man? Y'all already know, man. Y'all welcome. Let's get it cracking. Are we gonna be able to show any videos right now? No. Okay. All right. Well, about an hour. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear Ty. It's not me just talking to myself.
I think we're living in a time where everybody else
just an hour. Just want to talk. Okay. Well, it's a lot of things on my mind, man. Just seeing the state of America right now. It lets you know when it's breaking news when Cardi B and Offset is breaking up like that. If that's breaking news, that lets you know the state of the mindset of the people. Y'all, like it's just getting serious. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's very interesting. Oh yeah. Let me Yeah, I think it's very interesting, man. How, just the mentality of people. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, not you guys, not the ones listening, but just in general, man. The cognitive dissonance and you know what I mean? Just everything that comes with failure, weakness, inferiority. We happen to be attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? Just not everybody, just in general. Like, this is a crazy thing. Not just black people, just everybody. Like, everybody has issues. Like, no matter what we see with our own eyes, they could tell you something so long that even if you see it with your own eyes, you'll be like, yeah, nah, that was something different. See what I'm saying? When we talk about the Kennedy thing, we talk about 9/11, they still talking about this stuff. And people will still be like, nah, nah. They told us there was one bullet. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just crazy. Like, you see this with your own eyes, and people still be like, nah, no, no matter what we saying, I'm not going to believe my eyes. I'm going to believe what these people are telling us. No matter what. No matter how fucked up historically these people have treated you, you still believe what they say. I think that's crazy. Like, I really do. Like, the guys that are going back and forth with us are working overtime for these people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's weird. I really do, y'all. That part of it is weird. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this in the back chat. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, having a little technical difficulties. Um, yeah, man. So, shout out to the tribe, man. Thank y'all for being patient. We in the building, man. Yo, we're gonna be talking about a few things this morning, man. Just kind of like so kind of open panel, you know. Just linking up with the tribe, man, and seeing how everybody feeling, checking the temperature, how y'all feeling about what's going on out here, man, and shout out to Tribeup News, Bones and Coach over there, man. Stuff that I hadn't heard before, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good look, to be able to get some information, because if you're not tuned in to CNN and ABC and them, right? So it's always good to hear it from our people, man, and get our perspective on it, man. So shout out to you, Bones. What's up, bro?
Peace, Chief. What it do? Not much.
Chilling, man. Chilling. Yeah, man. We're in the building, man. We about to get the first American history show cranked back up, man. We're gonna get that thing cranked back up and start dropping that. I wanted to do it right now, but it just didn't feel right now. Just be dropping information, man. I've been digging into this forbidden archaeology by Michael Creemore and other scientists that are digging up stuff, man, and figuring stuff out. You know what I mean? We had talked about this earlier on the Tribeup News. We kind of spoke on it a little bit when we were talking about geology, right? According to geology, man, that means me and you, modern human beings, have been on this planet hundreds of millions of years, if not billions of years. Okay? Now, the problem with Michael Creemore is a Buddhist, yeah. And so he's gonna have Buddhist mindset on stuff, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna have Buddhist perspective. He's gonna look at some of the cosmologies of some of the Buddhist perspectives, whatever. And it's interesting, how some of these guys look at those things. You know what I'm saying? They it's just funny, you know what I'm saying, that that sometimes you can have researchers who dig, so you know what I'm saying, and find evidence and stuff, whatever, but then some of them will still be believers. You know what I mean? Peace, who's that just came in?
Oh, Tinkar.
Just
Tinkar, man, where you been, bro? Ain't seen you in a minute, bro. How's it going?
Just freaking working, man. Been working. Just fine. First day off because the inspectors are coming and shit, so finally had a day off, How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, man? So you gonna enjoy your day off? What's the weather like up there?
Freezing cold. Snow everywhere. We just had a snowstorm, so everything is iced up.
I can't see how you do it, Tinkara. Whew.
I'm an ice giant, man. I'm an ice giant, bro. Ice giant. Had to freaking, I don't know, man. I don't even know how I freaking dealt with it. I came here when I was 7 years old, right? So it's like,
oh, okay, yeah, you've been there a while.
I've been here, yeah. And the thing is like I never really knew nothing else, basically. So, and it was just like, I don't know. I'm a homebody, so I'm not really that adventurous and anymore. But yeah, I wanted to freaking leave out of here a long time, man. But kids, children.
What up, Ty?
Oh yeah. I thought Chief was on here by himself.
No, me and Takar up here
Y'all
with.
Huh?
Just me and Bones, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fade out because I was hearing like silence for about 5 minutes. I'm like, what happened? So, but if y'all got it, I'm gonna head out. I'll be back in probably about an hour or so.
All right.
All right, we live. Y'all know we live, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Peace, y'all. Peace to the chat.
Peace. Yeah, we just talking, you know. But yeah, Canada's a different breed of winterman.
You heard what I told you yesterday. I told you, please hibernating. Y'all ain't never gonna see me. What?
Yeah, it goes like almost 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Call me when y'all hit 45 or 50.
That's in July.
Exactly. That's the only time you can see me.
What
I
up,
have two little sisters up there. I haven't been to see them yet. Oh, I can't do that.
You know what's funny? I had basically a lot of my family from Jamaica came up to visit, right? And my mom, because the it's cheaper in the winter time.
Yeah.
To come here and stuff, and they came here and they never came back.
Don't worry, I'm on that same list, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was like one visit, and I've never seen these people ever again.
They're like, love you, but you gotta come. You gotta come with defrost that.
And then when we go to Jamaica to go visit them and stuff like that, they're like, so I asked them like, so when you coming back to Canada, when you come to visit? They're like, nah, man.
Hey,
box.
At least they telling you up front. They like me. I'm telling you, I ain't coming, bro. What? Yeah. My grandma was asking, what am I doing up here? You know. Now my children, you know, they're still in school and stuff like that, and I want them to at least get a little bit of education and be strong enough to handle things. And then when she turns 18, man, it's like we gone. Yeah.
Or next year, I'm thinking that next year I'm like, yo, let's go. Let's just go. We could do the same thing somewhere else that's warm all the time.
Yeah.
So where you going, bro? When you got your freedom papers, where you going?
Where am I going? First place I want to go is the first place I want to go is Ground Zero. Like I said, I've been studying, and I'm like, I want to go to the very, very, very first place where these European conquistadors decided that they were going to take over and conquer this, like, you know, start conquering, start taking.
Okay, for those of us that don't know, that might be new to the call, where's Ground Zero, bro?
Ground Zero is Peru. And I learned I want to go check out Sexy Woman, and I want to go check out Moncha Pikachu.
Moncha Pichu, not no Pikachu.
Well,
he said Pikachu.
Pikachu. Pika.
Let me go start. I had to get that. Man, kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Kids.
You know how it is, man. When you have them, you know everything about that shit.
Yes. Had me running around here like a damn Pokemon.
Yeah, I wanna go to Peru, and I wanna like go to what do you call it? I want to go check out Colombia, Chile, Argentina. I want to check out like South America and then Central America, and then like work my way up to the mountains, man, the pyramids. I want to see some pyramid. Like, this is just recent. I'm finding out that there's, you know, like we're pyramid builders. I lived here my whole life and nobody said nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Say nothing. School didn't say nothing. Unless you go looking for it,
you ain't gonna find it.
You ain't finding nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like, oh, the great, the great pyramid builders of America. You know what I'm saying? All they show is World War One, World War Europe. Learn more about Europe and how the Europeans are Europeans and Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta give a quick shout out to Cootie Man, because if it wasn't for the information that he's dropping along with the rest of you brothers, I wouldn't have known that we had this many pyramids, plus the documents that he be dropping in the back chat for sources. So that's awesome. So shout out to Cootie Man and the rest of the brothers.
Oh yeah, man. Like he was the one that basically like solidified my research, especially when it started with the Pequots, because I just stopped there, right? And I was like, okay, hold on for a second. I started asking, hold on for a second. What were we for the Europeans? That's the question I asked. And I was like, holy crap. No wonder they're hiding everything. Oh, okay. That's why. And I noticed that there's we call it in South America, there's a thing called the Puma Alliance. You ever heard of that? Hey?
I can't say that I have, bro. Can't say that I have.
Oh, you gotta check that out. That's where the alliance of Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and Chile, right? They do like microeconomics to make sure that they are getting back on track with the situation that happened in 2013. Because if the big countries that are actually putting out the money crash, imagine what all these little countries do then.
Mm-hmm.
They go bankrupt. Instantly. You know what I'm saying? So they decided, you know what? We gotta come together to do something just in case these guys decide to do it again. So I've been reading up on what's going on down there, man. I told my daughter and my girl, I'm like, yo, when I leave, I'm going straight to Peru. I'm going to ground zero. I need to go to the beginning of where our ancestors were, like, running shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go get the real story. Go down there and, see the real people. Check out the real culture and stuff. There's actually people that are still there that are descendants, right? They're mixed with Europeans, of course, but I mean, they're still closely tied, and they still do their traditional, rituals and all that kind of stuff. And did you know that in the world, Peru is the #1 place for shamans? It's not India. They have. Say again?
No, that's something I just learned that.
Yeah, they have the most amount of shamans in one place in the world, and everybody thought it was India. It ain't India. It's fucking Peru. So I know where I'm going, because I've always been a shaman, man. I've always been like, even yesterday, found something out. I'm like, there's these bitter berries that are on the tree in my backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you taste it, really like sour and tardy, and they just don't eat them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went out and I was like, what would these taste like if it looks like a raisin now? Because they're now ripened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, sweet. I was like, yo, I must be a shaman. I'm just trying it. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
Bellyache didn't give me nothing, made me sleep like a baby, woke up fresh, all this kind of stuff. Just from these berries, man.
That's what's up.
I'm always learning about herbology and healing and all that kind of stuff. So I know for a fact that's like, I definitely need to go check out Ground Zero, man. And I've been wanting to go there since I was 15 years old, and then after I was like, you know how you get sidetracked and forget about shit.
Life.
Yeah, that little mall, excuse my language, that little mall called life. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No doubt. But yeah, ground zero, man. That's what I call it.
Want to definitely give a shout out to Bones and Coach Crew Cut doing their thing on Tribeup News. Definitely bringing that perspective, like Holiday was talking about earlier, and Tribeup app and Elite. Was it 5,000 Elite? Elite 5? I always want to put Elite before 5,000. 5,000 Elite. Right? Data. No, well, the reason why I do that because one of my nonprofits is called Elite Entrepreneurs Incorporated. So,
okay.
I think it's 5,000 Elite. So shout out to 5,000 Elite.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tribeup.app. They say the app that pays.
Yep, the app that pays.
So,
yo, hey, guess what? I
found, Global. What's up, bro?
Yo, I found out a company that I started in 2000 with my girl. It's called Number One Singles Music Publishing Company. Then she decided, she's like, oh, I'm just gonna look up, see if there's a Number One Singles. She found a Number One Singles music that does the exact same thing that we do, but it's from Russia. Like shit, but it's out of Toronto, and we went to Toronto in 2002, and that was the time. What do you call it? They started their company, Toronto, and I was like, that just sounds too coincidental. So now we gotta work on seeing what we can do about getting our name.
Oh, you did it on the BMI or ASCAP?
ASCAP.
You can probably contact them and know the situation.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, they'll work with you.
Yeah. But yeah, man, things are going good.
That's good to hear. That's always good to hear. I'm gonna say my new statement: a beautiful day, and ain't nobody gonna ruin it.
Yep.
Or nothing. That's it.
I've been watching a lot of these electromagnetic videos. Where you can take the coil, right, and put a magnet in it, or just even have a magnet by it.
Yeah.
It will pick up a magnetic field and then electrons, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking, if that's how it works, and that's how simple it works, you can have lights that are just wrapped in a magnet.
Yeah.
You know, wrapped in a magnet and just off to the side. It's not, you don't even have to plug the light in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you can totally pick up these magnets all over the place, neodymium magnets, and just wrap it in coil and just have lights that are off to the side where you could just turn on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just take the magnet, put it on there where it's connected, and so you have light. Now you don't have to deal with all the, because I'm trying to figure out these things for my girl who has electromagnetic hypersensitivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a big issue in Europe.
Yeah.
This is what they did. They took out all the Wi-Fi's out of their schools.
Mm-hmm.
Now children don't have to worry about getting cooked when they go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we doing that here?
Exactly.
And hold on, and they're the ones that's running here.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But you said it the other day. They make sure all the best of the world get sent back well.
Europe, of course. Nothing. I think they're like, we need to start talking to these people who are the educational, because honestly, if anything happened, like I said, I warned that one lady when she was giving my daughter a vaccination. I said, if anything happens to my daughter, I'm gonna make sure I come back and I burn this fucking place down. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Set her face smiling too. She was shaking when she was giving my daughter vaccination. Shaking. I was like, make sure you give her the right one because I'm gonna come back here, burn your blood clot place down. And when she heard that, she was like, can you just hold her?
Yeah, but they been knew about that G5.
Right.
But they been knew about all the side effects of cell phones and Wi-Fi towers. That's why I tell people, if you look on the map, you'd be surprised who neighborhoods they put them close to.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Well, I just read an article where you, if you go for a CAT scan,
Mm-hmm.
they can actually scan your brain wave patterns, put it on a disc, and then use it to clone you.
Mm-hmm.
Was messed up.
I said they know what they got planned, part of their agenda.
Yeah, man. I need to solve just a little serious problem I'm dealing with right now is heat.
Mm-hmm.
This is just bullshit. Like, no, real dude. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm over $300 a month for electricity, heat. That's the electricity. So electricity, water, and garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Over $300. So I'm like, you know what? How about I solve my own problem, right, in my own house, and try to figure out how to get off the grid?
Mm-hmm.
How would an individual get off the grid? Because I know for a fact we were never all on the grid at one time.
Exactly.
Back in the day, how did we heat our house? Back in the day, how did we light? Light was like candles and stuff like that. Now we have all this. You're telling me I can't come up with something that basically is like, you know, motors and freaking, you know, make a little generator or anything like that that's quiet, not using on gas and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's possible because look at the Asian girl that developed the flashlight that powers just by holding it in your hand. You are the battery, kinetic energy.
Right?
Kind of funny she did the technology, but they ain't gonna let it come all the way out. Leave people something else.
Well, all that is just you. It's a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a magnet, right? That's connected to a coil that's connected. It's to close the circuit when you touch it.
When you touch it, yeah.
That's
yes, it's right. Two magnets, turn them around with a copper power.
Yep. Yep. So now that I have like a whole bunch of magnets in my head, I have diagrams. I've been watching. Like I'm like, man, I know this is bullshit. I'm getting it. I'm getting off the grid. This is gross. $300. Jesus Christ, man. These people are nuts. Crazy.
I'm sorry, I got pulled away on a call, so I hope I wasn't talking when I got pulled. So
no problem.
Yeah, shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. I see what's going on. I see what y'all putting together. So I just wanted to big y'all up and say I see what's happening. So it's good. It's good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat because I don't have everything pulled up, but just want to come in and show my support. And for all those that want to know what's going on with Tribeup and Tribeup News, y'all can always get on that call on Saturday. Everybody that has that link, send out to everybody So if you need the link, reach out to Chief Holiday, reach out to Bones, reach out to Coach Crew Cut, Takara. They all have access to that link. So this is we here building. We just trying to get things done so we can have everybody rolling right for the this what they call this new year coming up, 2019. Either we gonna stay home or we gonna get shipped to Ghana. So the choice is yours. I'm just joking. I'm just
no, but it is though.
So that's pretty much it, y'all. I ain't want nothing. I just want to come on and shout out. I appreciate y'all for dropping the link in the back. But y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. And if there's anything I could do, just reach out to me.
All right, that's what's up, TMH, and respect back to you.
So Bones, we'll get back together when you get a chance, and we'll start doing some more on your genealogy, because I know you got a whole bunch of leaves now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, too, and when Nagi put me up on this, whenever you get any of the documentation that you save, also save it to your hard drive or your computer, or save it to an external drive. Yeah, that's what I've been doing offline. Yeah, because at first I wasn't doing it, but then I thought about it. If something happens to that site, all of our data is gone. So everybody make sure you save it to your drive, or if nothing else, print it out. So, all right, good peoples. I gotta get back to work, but it was definitely great building with you. And again, I appreciate y'all showing love to everybody, and we'll be talking later.
All right, till then.
All right.
Carl, you still there?
Yeah. I'm still here. I'm just
thought everybody left. Thought everybody done left out again.
No, still here. Where Chief Holiday at? So check this out. See that?
Yeah.
And then I have.
See that? Yeah.
That there, just a simple freaking. That's just simple, It's a wrapped up coil. Just a wrapped up coil inside 2 magnets. That's it. You know what I mean? Just doing little experiments, taking the reader and stuff like that, and just seeing what that does.
Yeah. What was the max you got from it, or you ain't tested yet?
Say again?
What was the max you got from it, or you ain't tested yet?
I haven't tested it yet.
Oh, all right.
Just watching, just building, and
All right. Yeah, because now all you need is just something to store it if you want to store energy from it.
Yeah. Oh, check this out. I learned how to build something called a Leyden jar. You ever heard of that? Okay, so back in the day, that's the first capacitor that was used. They found Leyden jars in the pyramids. Right? They didn't know what it was, but they figured out that, guess what? We actually had electricity back then. So all the shit that they think they gave us, they didn't give us shit. They're using our technology, man. Nothing.
That's their favorite MO. You build it, they come take it.
Well,
so
no,
a patent.
But the whole time people are thinking, like the European has done this much and this and this and that. They haven't done nothing.
Yeah, they can't do nothing but take other people's ideas and concepts.
Well, now when you read up on the what's that thing called? The patent office.
Yeah.
And how the patent office did not allow, black people to.
Yeah, Aboriginals to send in, to patent anything.
They weren't allowed to patent anything, so it's like, oh, hey, massa, can you patent this for me? Sure, boy.
No problem. I got you there, boy.
I got you, boy. That's a good idea, boy.
Yeah, listen, nothing new up under the sun.
Nope, not at all.
Then would even make it worse. They take our ancestors' concepts, treat it like they own, and turn right back around and sell it to us.
Yep. Oh, it's the new Fliggenharken invention.
Mm-hmm. I remember that when the scooters got popular.
No. This is whole thing. When you really look into it, he's like, this was discovered by so not invented.
Discovered. Mm-hmm. What was that? The little fidget spinners that they bought back out? But the Aboriginal lady Ben made them back in the days.
We used to call them gig.
Mm-hmm. They bring them back with a whole new name. People think it's something new. Hey, who are you fooling? Them little push scooters, we used to make them out of milk crate boxes. Turn around, take your idea and sell it right back to you.
What a shame. What a shame. So what are you up to, Bones?
Well, at the moment, I got a conference in probably about an hour. Other than that, just got some deals I'm working on for next year.
Okay. Cool.
That's it. Some licensings. And then got a fashion show for the spring collection. Sit down, look at that, see what they're coming up with.
I still got to send you some designs.
Yeah.
Where'd Chief just disappear?
And like, I'll be back. Other than that, teaching my youngest son music.
Oh, nice. How old is he?
3, just turned 3.
Yeah. Is he talking yet?
Oh yeah. I got him doing keyboard, guitar. He can already turn on the recording system. The DJ system, he know how to turn on, adjust it, adjust the microphones and stuff. So he just had days where I don't want to do it. He want to do it.
We love it. You start teaching him. This is the time when he starts talking. That's when you start teaching him how to spell, man, and how to read.
So he'll do that now. If you say a word, he'll repeat you. You spell it. He spell it.
Yeah, way easier.
And that's it. I just use what I see he naturally like doing. He naturally like being around the music, so I use that to teach him.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Stop smiling. But other than that, like I said, it's just a good time. Life is good right now. You know, especially when you can bounce ideas and concepts back with like-minded people.
Yeah, makes it a little bit more easier.
Yeah, a lot more easier to deal with. You don't feel like you losing your mind because you like, hold on, I know I ain't the only person that's seeing this.
I know, right?
We all can't be asleep. I know some of us won't. But what's up, Sword of Truth?
What's good, bro?
What it do, fam, in the building? Grandma people, you know how we do it.
All right.
I see them grandmas. Talk about that sweatshirt you got on there, bro.
Yeah, what's that you wearing?
Yeah, man, that's me and my partner got our own little clothing line, Graminos. You know what I mean? You can go check us out on Instagram. You know, so we got this Papa Perp right here. You know what I'm saying? This my guy Papa Perp, one of my favorite characters. You know, we also got Tiva the Diva. We also got the homie Stony Love. We also got Hydration. You know what I'm saying? You can go to my Instagram at Executive Sessions. Even go to the Graminos TAC page and check out some of our characters. You know what I'm saying? Order some from us. You know what I'm saying? Also, this is a dab head hat. You know what I'm saying? Just from the Saltwater Lounge.
What's the link again?
Executive Sessions on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah, go on Instagram to Executive_Sessions. You can order anything Gramino. Also, this is a dab head. You guys at dab, you know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This comes from the Saltwater Lounge, exclusive. This is the LeBron James one right here. Let me show y'all a little something. Saying it's the LeBron James edition. You know what I'm saying? Lakers out here. You know what I'm saying? See, it's this LA. You know what I'm saying? It's Laker town.
All right, that's what's up. I'm glad to see y'all doing y'all thing. Keep doing it.
Yeah, man. I just like listening to you brothers get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring some little different little something to y'all. Some executive pop-ups. Show y'all some crazy people that's going on out here in California, some lifestyles that people living y'all don't even know, that the rest of the world don't even know exist.
That's what's up.
I'm saying, so we're gonna bring some California lifestyle to y'all, straight out of Chief Holiday's backyard. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna do it. Just stay tuned to the Puff Culture channel. We're gonna pop up with some crazy stuff for y'all.
All right, I'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
All right, my king.
All right. But Sword of Truth, is it possible for you to put the link in the chat? Because you got people in the chat that want to go check it out.
Not right now because I'm on my phone. I'm actually gonna hop on a train. I'm gonna go to Compton, go to the homie's house in Compton real quick.
Give it to me real quick. I'll type it in there.
Executive _Sessions. SESSIONS.
SESSION. S at so that on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's on Instagram, yeah. Executive Sessions on Instagram, Executive Sessions on Snapchat. And then also go to Graminos TAC if you need to. But you go to Executive Sessions, you're gonna see it all. You know what I mean? California is different. The lifestyle out here is a little bit different.
The link for everybody. Oh, what you were saying?
The lifestyle here in California is a little different. You know, the laws out here is a little different.
Yeah,
you know, our histories are different. Our backgrounds are different. You know what I mean? So everything's out here a little bit more eclectic, so to speak.
All right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, when we get to this Puff Culture going on, me and Chief Holiday gonna bring y'all some exclusive interviews to a lot of the culture that's going out here, especially in the cannabis community. It's huge out here. There's a lot of people, you know, you have to look at it like this. When Budweiser and first came out, after Prohibition and all that, a lot of people came up when that stuff went legal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, similar to that, that's what's happening right now in the marijuana world, especially with the CBD world. The CBD world is huge. It's healing. It's God's oil. It's healing people from pain. It's reducing inflammation. It's doing miracles for people for their mental health issues and for a lot of their intestinal issues. CBD is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And so the pharmaceutical company wants you guys to know about it.
Yeah, you know I mean? They put into their money.
Yeah, well, they want you to take that Tylenol and beat your liver up. You know what I mean? They make more money that way. You
know your inside.
That's right. So we're here to
Hey, hey, Dion, it's gonna be a sesh tonight. You hear me?
I know. When I was in jail, I was just
Peace to the Empress, aka Hurricane Hover. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. How y'all doing back here? OCO? Something wrong with that? Y'all still there?
Yeah, we are. What you got going on? What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing. I was just out there in the chat listening. They was talking about a lot of the stuff that they claimed that they invented. They ain't invent nothing. They only just giving us back all our ancestors' stuff that was already invented, and all they did was patent their name to it and gave a face. They picked out certain people to bring out each thing that they claimed they invented. They ain't haven't invented nothing. You have to remember that we're not even really in 2018. Going by the Greco-Roman calendar. This is not 2000. They took 1,000 years from us. So we're living in more of the Stone Age right now than our ancestors was, because of how they had took time. They took time away from us so they can place themselves in time. Because as we know, at one point in time, the earth was all carbon-based beings. They wasn't here. So in order to place themselves here, during the time of all the inventions and the world was blooming and inventions was being created, they wasn't here on this planet. But they want you to think that they're the smartest people on the planet and they're the ones came up with all these inventions. No, they're the kings and queen of patent. That's all they have done.
Prize winning dogs.
Everybody in and out.
They don't know. They don't know that. They just know it's another dog.
Dan, were you able to put the link in the chat?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, somebody put it in for me. Somebody already put it in. But yeah, Chief already dropped the video on that CBD. You know what I mean? People just got to believe in what they're looking at. You know what I mean? Stop believing in these Tylenol commercials.
I remember when
I man.
left Ohio and came back.
Y'all got some weather out there too right now.
No, I'm like, I ain't fucking with Cub. My dad like, Cub, walk him. I'm like, hell.
Y'all weather fucked up out here right now.
Yeah, man.
Found Cub in the middle of the street about to die in the snow.
Like it's about to snow out here.
What's the weather like out there?
What's that?
What's the weather like in Vegas?
I think we're like in the 50s right now. It's kind of cloudy. Rain or something. Right. Last couple of days has been cold out here. So, Dion, what do you think about the? You know, you don't really talk that much about you know, the information. You know what I'm saying? So,
say it one more time. I can barely hear you. Say it one more time. I can barely hear you.
I say, you know, you know, I know you're the expert in the cannabis side of the thing, but you know, you be dropping that information.
Well, you know, obviously, you know me, Chief. A lot of people don't know me, but I used to be a little school teacher, so you know, I got a little view of where I look at the world. You know, I quit teaching because of, you know, the way I looked at the world. But yeah, I got a lot of information, you know what I mean, but I still consider myself, you know, a student. And I really wanted to join this panel to kind of listen to Carl is doing a little bit, you know, because that's one of my favorite guys to listen to. That guy seems to be our version of Dr. Gabriel Yibu. So that's what I really wanted to listen to this morning, kind of get in and drop some knowledge. So he kind of hung up.
Well, I think that we all have to, as Aborigines, you know what I'm saying, and just in general, you know what I'm saying, I think we got to have some consensus on some of the things that we say. I know that, you know, people talk about the Bering Strait crossing, right? And I talked about that. It's not even a theory. It's just a story. But people still tell the story, and even when they're telling the story, they be like, "Oh yeah, we know that they didn't cross there because it was a 100-mile ice wall and dumb shit, right?" You know what I mean? Like just be thinking to myself, like I'm like, "Yo, so they just gonna say that, and y'all gonna let them get away with that? You just gonna let that go like that?" You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Oh, it's a white guy. He said it. Oh, he has a PhD in the back of his name. Like they're not liars. Like historically, these guys have not lied. I think that's crazy. You know, so I really do.
It's like they only lying when it comes to the pyramid, so-called Egypt pyramids. Oh, they whitewashed the pyramids in Egypt. Oh, but they didn't do that in America.
Right.
Yeah, a bunch of bull. They only lying when it comes to Egypt, so-called Egypt, because as we see, you know, that ain't been around that long. And they ain't did research on that either.
That's some damn tomfoolery.
Yes, it is. The double F, fuckery and foolishness.
But yeah, so
we watched the whole history of anything when it came to our people.
And nobody has a calculator. They don't know how to add or subtract. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Oh, 2000 BC," and then they'd be like 2,000 years. No, that's 4,000 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, certain things. When you say Mongoloids crossed the Bering Strait, you're not just dumb. You might be an idiot. You might be a lot. You know what I'm saying? At this point right now, for that to come out your mouth, when Mongoloids didn't exist, that'd be like saying Caucasians walked across the Bering Strait 12,000 years ago. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see how this acts? If they didn't exist, how do mixes exist during this time period? Like, I don't have to get into the science of no animals go somewhere where it's food. Therefore, no people are chasing animals. you don't have any Siberian tigers or rabbits or none of that in America and vice versa. That is work. So it's just no bones. There's it's nothing. I don't even know how they came up with this idea. Like, where did they find it at? Like, they just made it up. Oh, we're good.
Anything to do with them is fictional anyway. That's why they the kings and queens of fiction. They love making up stuff because nothing about them is they can't deal with reality. Period. We can see where the world is going with now. When the age of enlightenment, you can tell how these people going around killing each other, killing up everybody. Reality doesn't sit well with these people. As long as they can live in this fictional realm and believe that they are the greatest, that they will push that narrative until reality sets in and they come to figure out, well, we didn't do none of this. And now so they run around here killing everybody, killing their whole families and everybody else. Y'all there?
Yeah.
Just like we had that discussion with them over on A1, it's supposed to have been discussion. To me, it was just a way to them to try to come over here and belittle and degrade us. But then you got people telling us that we should accept the natives because they are a part of us. Okay. After that one, say what the hell you want to say. I ain't accepting nothing if you ain't looking like this. Because they showed their ass and they told their ass that day. You got people pushing this narrative that they are part of us. I can't tell.
I tell you what, Queen, you got a powerful voice. I love listening to you speak. I tell you that.
Well, thank you.
You can mix it.
Yeah, you bring it into it, bro.
But niggas sitting in smokers in there, and they can go get it.
On that blue line.
What'd you say?
I say you're on that blue line.
No, actually, I'm on the bus now. I'm getting on the blue line in a second. We're finna go to go to Compton, meet up with some friends, talk about a few things. We got a plan for this sesh we got tomorrow. We got to do a lot of cooking. We got to do some cooking tonight, make some edibles and things like that, and just try to get it in. You know, I'm trying to build towards. You know, eventually we're gonna do what man you talk about. You know, we're gonna find some of these startup marijuana companies, especially the ones that's into the medical practices, and trying to invest in them early. And you know what I mean? Away we go.
Yeah, man. That's dope.
I think a lot of people don't understand, you know, we was all kind of raised to think marijuana is like dope, you know, because all our parents used to be like, hey, you smoking that dope. You know what I mean? And it's not the same. Things has changed. There's minor and major miracles in the benefits of CBD and other things in nature of the marijuana herb. So I would love for us to, on the Puff Culture channel, you know, I already told you, I would love for us to get an herbalist on there, get some pros and cons, get somebody that's absolutely against marijuana and the medical benefits of it, and get somebody that's for it and get some experts on here, you know what I mean? And let's talk about this a little bit because it's happening and it's real and it's not turning around. You know, out here in California, it's recreational. 18 and over, you need a rec, which is a doctor recommendation. 21 and over, all you need is your ID. But it is treated as a DUI if you're driving and you're smoking and you get pulled over. That is a DUI, just like if you're drinking some marijuana, drinking some beer or some alcohol. So I think people just got to get educated on this and else. I mean, we're all learning this in live time. And I think a lot of people should invest early before the market is ate up by everybody but us. It's just my small perspective.
Hello. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I was just telling people a little bit about the marijuana boom, the CBD boom that's going on throughout the United States that nobody is talking about.
Oh shoot, I know Chief talking about it.
I mean, because it's huge. I mean, you have to look at it like alcohol right before Prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, you had all these. They went from bootleggers to bartenders.
Mm-hmm.
Overnight.
Yep.
And it's actually legal in most of the states.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but so many people focus on, because we grew up it being called dope, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's that stigma. But there's actually so many medical benefits, especially to the CBD. That's why I told Chief, I said, we're going to get some experts on here. You know, we're not going to, you know what I mean? We're going to get some experts on here, some pros and cons, some people that's anti medical marijuana usage and recreational usage. Somebody that says, absolutely not, these are the damages, and absolutely not. We're going to hear that says, absolutely yes. And have this discussion. Nobody else is having it. Everybody's using it. And nobody's having it.
That's a fact.
People, I ain't never, none of my family ain't never died from an overdose of marijuana.
Nobody in my family, because I grew up with my mom and them having every weekend. My mom and them and her friends, that's when people would sit in their house and smoke joints. They went smoking blunts. And, you know, her and her friends get together, but that's when, and also when people were still taking care of business, can smoke weed and still take care of the household. Now they smoking weed, they ain't taking care of the household, the kids is out here out of control, with just a whole bunch of mess going on. We don't have grandmothers no more. We have people that's out in the streets just as much as their children are.
Well, you made a good point. She said that they would see, that's a conversation that needs to be had. Like, what is blunts? What is blunt wrap? People getting up in the middle, right, to smoke because they addicted to that tobacco, or do they really want to just smoke some more weed?
I think it's the tobacco. I believe it's the tobacco.
Okay, see, that's the conversation that needs to be had. You know what I mean? Because it ain't like, you know, everybody's using it. All our nephews, our children, our, you know what I mean, grandchildren. Everybody's smoking a blunt but none of us ain't teaching them what's inside the blunt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm sure Dr. Ali has went in at some point, you know what I mean, being the master teacher he is. But, you know, these are some conversations we need to have because this is reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the sex conversation nobody wants to have with their daughter or their son being 14, finding out from their neighbor that the children sexually active.
Yeah.
You know, like you need to have this conversation.
That's like a topic that no parent want to have, but in today's society where they pushing it on TV and everything is sexualized on TV now. You know, it used to be when we was growing up in the 70s, you seen it, but it wasn't where, you know, they was really just they're naked now. And they got more men and men, women and women. It's like, you know, nothing is private anymore.
Exactly. So you have to talk about these things. Otherwise, somebody else is going to teach your children. You know I mean, and just our community, period. You know, I mean, just our community, period. So, you know, I mean, I just think this is a conversation that needs to be had at all times. You know what I mean? The reality. You know what I mean? I was taught that the definition of culture is whatever niggas are doing today. You know what I'm saying? And so the culture of what's going on right now, you know, we got to be able to talk about it in real time.
Yeah.
And because these people we got others investing and building, like out here in California, the state cannot legally keep up with the supply and demand for the marijuana industry. So they are literally buying from all the underground. Yeah, I mean, they can't even keep up with it. But one thing about the state of California, most of our dispensaries out here, most of them are legal. Believe it or not, they're just a place renting the goddamn room until the because it's legal in the state, so they don't care about the local people. The local authorities don't care. It's more like federal authorities who has a problem with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Of course, anything dealing with money. Really care.
Yeah, and so most of these shops, the ones that are ran legally through the state, are paying some serious taxes. That's how they're getting their money out of them. It's through a serious tax, and they're also they're lab testing a lot of the material. So that's a good thing about the dispensary world. But if you was going to a bootleg dispensary where some homies just open up a corner shop, then it is what it is. But if you go to a certified dispensary in California that's legal, all the marijuana and the concentrate products that come from marijuana, they're all lab tested. So you're not getting a bunch of pesticides, you're not getting all that stuff that, you know, that's making your
harmful.
Yeah.
Harmful to your health.
Absolutely.
Only thing what they doing is they profit off of everything when it comes to us in America. They have came here and profit. They made it illegal for us, but making it legal for them to profit off of.
Yeah, that's the game. It's time for them to make it legal.
Yeah.
You know, so there's especially like one of my friends, she invested in she was telling me she invested in some marijuana company in Canada, some startup company, and her stock is doing good.
Now see, what was that on? I was listening to something, and they was like, if you want to get in on it because it just started up, you know, you could buy stock, $300 to get you in the door, and you know.
I think Roland Martin was having some type of information on that too.
Yes, it was Roland Martin.
Yeah, people are starting to open their eyes. And sometimes, you know, I think we just, you know, we like to be the last people in for some reason.
Yes. We want to see how, you know, there's been so much fuck around here. We be like, nah, we're going to see, let's see who do it first. If it work out for them, then we'll try to get in on it. We don't want to be the first to run out there because we was like that when they first came here, and look how it's end up.
Yeah, and we got to be careful because, you know, it's crazy laws and stuff to this stuff. But it's no different than the alcohol when it was moving forward. You know, now look at Budweiser and look at Miller and, you know, these huge companies.
All our shit.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's happening again.
Yep.
And what I'm telling people is that if you just focus on the CBD aspect of it, that is what the I think the major market is going to be in, because CBD has a tremendous upside with little to none downside so far, and it's doing miracles. Matter of fact, there's people lobbying to have this stuff, these drugs downclassed, and I think in the future, people will be taking CBD similar to they take any other mineral and stuff and vitamin they got in their cabinet. You know what I mean? Just like we take black seed oil and oregano oil, and we're gonna be taking CBD oil. You know what I mean? Because seed oil is it's the truth. It really is the truth. And that's all really I want to get Dr. Ali on here to kind of see what's going on. Because I want to get some of our experts that really understand herbs and how they work to try to get on here and let us know exactly where we at.
Yeah. So I've never smoked nothing, so I really, I see a lot of people, a lot of my family.
That's what I'm saying. This is bigger than just people that smoke weed. Yeah, there's people that's sick and cancer and they need to smoke to get the appetite and kind of relax them. But there's so many veins to this octopus that I'm telling you, CBD world and the THCA world and all these different applications of marijuana is incredible. It just we have to get some experts on here to kind of open up our eyes to what's really going on. I just start getting into this world and really learning about it the past couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's opening up. I've had my whole eyes opened up. You know what I mean? My whole life
I had a
changed.
friend. He was trying to start his own hemp farm, but that's part of the. And that's because he owns some land in North Carolina, and that's what he was trying to do. Because he's like, I could sell it to the manufacturers, and helping with the growth of the I guess which I want to call it cannabis, and all this old stuff. That's what he wanted. Yeah, he wanted to start.
Somebody was ahead of the game. Yes, I mean, these people out here in California are literally buying up acres of land and growing hemp farms and marijuana farms and indoor farms. Actually, that's kind of how California kind of got out of debt. I believe it might have been Arnold Schwarzenegger, if I'm not mistaken, but he might have been the governor that kind of started opening the door for marijuana in California. So they was using it as a way to get us out of debt, out of the state debt.
Yeah, well, if they gonna legalize it in every state, they need to take everybody in prison for this historic college legal good. Only why you there is because you volunteered. Not only did you volunteer by calling it weed, marijuana, these names are patent. Those are their names. They patent those names. So you're not in jail for the herb, because that's what it is. It came from the herb. You're not in jail for that. You're only in jail because you said I was smoking marijuana. I'm in jail smoking weed. Those are theirs. It belongs to them. You just committed a crime.
That's the reason why they haven't rushed it. If they would have rushed it and legalized everywhere, they know people would have been cutting up with lawsuits everywhere.
Yep.
So they have to kind of decriminalize it and all this other stuff, so they can the only reason why they did that so they don't get hit with everybody coming in there ready to go upside their head for what we went through. So I figured it would be like some type of major event that'll happen when they pass it, like mostly the East, because I don't know no East Coast state that's legal except for DC, and it's not a state. So once you start getting states to
wait a minute. What did you just say?
About what?
That is legal way out there?
DC is
in what? That's right.
Yeah,
you don't even know what you just said.
Yeah, DC's not a state.
Washington, D.C. was one of the first places to legalize marijuana. Okay? Although it's not a state, it is a district. And we can get into that whole conversation of what a District of Columbia means, how Lower Baltimore donated land. You know what I mean?
Boston just
Boston legalized, Massachusetts legalized it as well, I believe.
But what they're telling you, because Washington, D.C. is a place where the leaders from the states kind of, so to say, leave the country to go make laws and decisions about the people in their states, and they go back to their states. So Washington, D.C. wouldn't be considered a state.
No.
So if they legalize it there originally so they can get high and they can receive the benefits of the oil, and they're letting you know right there, like Tinkara said earlier, ground zero, there's ground zero right there. Washington, D.C. had it legal in the early times with Oregon and Colorado. They was preparing for, Washington, D.C. is where they prepare the money.
All crooks.
Big time. And they showing out of it too. They cutting up.
Oh yeah. On the ready in your face.
Yeah, that's retarded. That's all the way retarded. So yeah, if we can figure out a way to just get our people. See, that's the thing about starting the mindset of shopping with your own, because you got Coca-Cola and Anheuser-Busch, all those folks looking to invest. You can't. Only way you can beat them is if your people decide to just say, "Hey, if you ain't our people, we ain't fucking with you." You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Now I can hear songs now. Smoking with white folks. Yeah.
Saying what?
Smoking with the white folks.
Oh, they wouldn't have known until they came here.
Everything that was ours, from Buffalo to the clothes we wore, all the way down to the very thing we smoked, they have took it away from us.
And made it
from us. Yeah, they made it against the law for us. They criminalized us for messing with it. So
and because you got that strike on you, you can't even work in the industry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. So
bullshit.
You mean tell me I've been hiding from you motherfuckers for 20 years, selling this shit and growing this shit, and now you legalize this shit and I still can't partake in this shit? You fucking crazy.
That's some bullshit, right?
I goddamn fought for this shit. Fuck you mean, literally. You said home of the fucking brave. I'm fucking brave. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm being brave. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers.
If it's to help with our people, with the economy when it comes to our people, I say do it. I don't smoke it, but I ain't gonna knock nobody else for profit from it. If it's gonna help, the profit's gonna land over here with us.
That's right. Well, I don't
it's a brand
it,
called Gas.
I damn sure smoke it.
Gas House. The Gas House brand is an Aboriginal brother.
See, it's brothers. It's brothers. That's what I'm saying. But we gotta link with them and link them to the community stores and like, yo, let our people know, like, look, this us, and let them know. Anytime them folks come up with some bullshit, we need to get with our folks and let them know.
We need to start getting land and doing the hemp thing. So they gotta come to us to get this hemp.
But they're gonna do the hemp. The bud's gonna grow from that as well. So it might as well. It all go hand to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a conversation that we need to have, man. I mean, there's a whole big old conversation that's so big that we don't even know how big the conversation is.
Well, it's big enough for Budweiser to take a look at it. It's big enough for Coca-Cola to have it. So why isn't it big enough for us?
Yo, and shit. Roland Martin is advertising every day on his show. A company to invest in. You know what I'm saying?
I invest in this company. My next paycheck.
What y'all taxes come back?
If I can waste my money, I can waste my money on bullshit.
I don't
I want to invest in my future because I'm sick of this shit. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah.
Anything to get us out of debt.
Yeah, I think it's definitely we need to concentrate. Like in real life. Like when we talk about this or whatever, we setting this thing up, man. We set the distribution. It's gonna be super simple. You know what I'm saying? They have the retail prices. You know what I'm saying? And then you have you'll know what your wholesale is based on the retail.
So tell me, when you invest in stuff like this, I've never done nothing like this. So when you invest in this, so what you do, get a cut from it every so many months, or
nah?
Is that how they do it?
You let it grow.
Okay.
And you can
I think there's different types of investments though. You have co-ops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know, so you getting sharing of the profits. I know one thing, you can invest in the grow, and then you're a 25% owner of the grow of the company. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different things, you know, there's different ways of doing it.
Just like what Corona just did. Corona just paid they paid $4 billion, 32% or 33% of all anything that the company made. They get 32% of it. And they just dropped $4 billion on them.
And how people are so rich over here, and the landlords is the brokest motherfuckers here.
Well, because they started making the money and started, you know, creating the value system. Say, well, this is what's valuable. And,
they just dropped 400. $4 billion. A little like 4 billion. Wasn't nothing major.
Wasn't nothing major. Yeah, okay.
But you know, you look at it like this right here, man. It's like growing money, real life. It's the process is not that
I'll create what somebody's saying.
Grow anywhere, indoor, outdoor, greenhouse. I mean, it's inexpensive to do. The yields are great. You know what I mean? I don't know. It sells itself because people are still selling and growing dirt right now as we speak. People
of course.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, we is soon.
But because these people are definitely empowering themselves in the cannabis sector, it's definitely going.
They cutting up. They cutting up now.
They cutting up.
In my Rick Ross voice, every day we hustling. The only thing is we over here hustling backwards. It's time to start hustling forward.
Yeah.
Facts.
This shit crazy. I'm talking about from the weed to the tobacco to the cotton, everything they became rich, and we just got broken.
Yeah, they didn't close down all our companies and plants and shit that we was making decent money from.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what these wars here was about. The Civil War, the Revolutionary War. It was just the taking of our shit, the displacement and the usurping of our land, man. Just period. And that's not even a debate. Like people be acting like that didn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. Like,
because
you know, when we say stuff like
a lot of people don't even know the real, you know, behind those wars. They don't know that those was us fighting they ass.
They don't. They'll make a movie and say it's Mel Gibson. You be like, oh, Mel Gibson is a patriot. What?
Are you not entertained? Face ass. No, that man was a melanated brother. He had his face on money. He got this motherfucking hair going around him. They killed me with that shit.
I mean, that right there needs to be talked about. Like they run around here like the Greeks were Scandinavian and shit. Like this is. I mean, they even talk about the Romans being melanated.
Yeah, because if you look at,
Be back in a minute. Be back in a minute.
If you look at the name movie, what's that? Gladiator.
What?
That movie Gladiator.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Ain't no cracker nowhere on this side of the planet can go through 10 niggas. Nowhere. I don't give a damn what he good at. That should be the other way around.
Well, it goes back to what we were saying, though. You know what I'm saying? They up here making these movies, making us believe dumb shit. Like, yo, you gonna believe it? And like, I just seen something yesterday, man. They was doing a depiction of the people fighting the dramatic people, right? And they had carbonated people with the dramatic people. And I'm like, okay, I got that. I see. So I mean, come on, y'all. Like, we are aboriginals to this planet. Facts. It's real. That is everywhere, bro. Like, we're not even the ones that's like, when we call ourselves aboriginals, we're not separating ourselves from the aboriginals around the world. You said it. You
right,
dummies.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about this morning. Like, we ain't got no problem with the aboriginals from Africa. It's just the aboriginals from here that has a problem with being an aboriginal.
Right.
I think people get caught up on too much hocus pocus, trying to figure out the origins of humanity. You just remember that we all been here for a very long time, all over this planet. The minute somebody try to tell me the origins of humanity started anywhere, you pseudo and you hocus pocus.
Yeah, you have no idea. And then if we've been here for millions and millions of years, there's nothing you can really do.
Facts. And this is why I don't describe to no theories.
That man said no theories. A theory
from nowhere. The truth.
Mm-hmm. You keep the theories.
Now I investigate a mathematical theorem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give so much love to Dr. Yibu. You know what I mean? See, I know how to departmentalize. You know what I mean? And don't get caught up in the hype with a point where I'm going to miss my blessing.
Ooh. I feel you.
Cause I just need.
Uh-oh, we lost you again, homie. Do 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 do.
Oh, I just run them out.
We got Nino motherfucking G in the building. What's up, bro?
Nino.
Man, what's the word to talk on? What's the word?
Huh?
Hey, what's the word to talk on? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What's the word, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Getting this plantation money, man.
It won't be long. We won't be doing it for long, big homie.
Oh, yeah, no. Definitely not. Definitely not, brothers. What y'all talking about on the panel right now?
I don't know. What you talking about? No.
Man, hey, so wait a minute. Hey, this what I'm talking about. How do conspiracy charges stick? How do they be getting conspiracy charges to stick?
Mm-hmm.
How do the feds get conspiracy charges to stick?
Because conspiracy is just speculation. That's exactly what it is. So how are you going to get any type of conspiracy charge to stick if it's only speculative theory? That's like saying the Outer African theory ain't a theory, but we just gonna call it a theory. Like, it's going against itself. Like, what I'm talking about is Tekashi 6ix9ine is being indicted. They're trying to charge him with the RICO law. Well, it's all conspiratorial. I don't get that.
Like, they didn't charge Bill Cosby with conspiracy. They convicted his ass.
There's
all
no
that
proof.
shit was speculation.
Well, he told on himself too, though.
No, he didn't tell on himself, man.
He didn't tell them folks he did them things.
No, that case was a closed case because it got settled by money. It was never supposed to come out.
Bro, look. This is what he said. Damn near.
Y'all stop it. Bill said he dropped them Spanish flies. Y'all stop it. He said he dropped them Spanish flies on that TV show.
Look, this is what he said.
The problem is with that case, y'all.
Wait. Let's be fucking dope, man. This is what Bill said. They asked Bill, did he ever get one of them bitches drugs? Bill said yes. Bill wasn't telling no fucking lies. Those were over-the-counter drugs at that time. So I'm trying to figure out what time about Bill snitched on himself. How he snitched on himself?
No, I'm saying, look, man, don't take it like I'm reading from the book and I'm saying factual. You know what I mean? From my understanding, he told on himself. Let me rephrase myself.
What they did, there was a closed case. Yeah, what happened, y'all? Listen. If y'all follow the case, if y'all would have followed the case, what they did to Bill Cosby was there was a case that got settled with money. It was supposed to be closed. The district attorney that was coming in promised that he was going to convict him.
He promised that he was going to convict Bill upon his elect.
They used Bill Cosby for political leverage. It was a campaign promise that man promised.
His shit was supposed to get. He's open for a fucking repeal, bro.
See, this is how.
Because that's illegal. That's a conflict of interest. That's clearly a conflict of fucking interest.
Yeah, because the case was closed here with money. That case was never supposed to be opened again because he paid for it, and the judge and everybody closed that case. They opened it back up because that district attorney that was running promised if he got elected that he was going to convict Bill Cosby.
Damn. That shit crazy,
once
bro.
again, that's what I'm saying. Like, once again, they make like that our men, well, my brothers, this is their desire, it's the pale woman, and that this is what y'all do to them. Y'all rape them. That's why they have this fear. They all melanated men wants to do is rape the wife. This is what they've been putting out forever. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah, because if y'all follow the case, you realize there was no witnesses. Y'all know none of them women came to the court case. There was none of them in the court case if you followed it.
I know, even though we know it's not true that this is not what our men do, but this is how they place it in society. That's what y'all do. That's why they always say when they call the police when they see one of y'all or something because they in fear of their life. But that we know that's not true.
Well, Diggs, though, it's on record that the woman gave a statement saying that when they did basically reopen the case, she had to find another attorney to take the case on the premise of her enhancing her original statement. They had to enhance her statement for basically the dude who came in to persecute Bill to even have any type of foothold when he brought the shit back up again. She had to enhance her fucking story. And the past DA turned that case down 3 times.
Facts.
3 fucking times. So you tell me that Bill was bogus. Tell me how he was bogus.
They had to find a district attorney to charge that man.
Man, Joe, that shit crazy, folks.
It's gonna be time I run your ass over there. Every time I turn around and I look at the news, they're accusing one of my brothers of some old bogus ass shit.
Yeah, and that case that they charged him with, that happened in the 70s. That shit been closed and was supposed to be opened back up.
That's double jeopardy.
They got him on double jeopardy. The problem is we don't follow the cases. We watch the news. We let them people say anything about our people. But if you would have followed that case,
we got to talk about Kareem Hunt. We got to talk about Kareem Hunt, y'all. We got to talk about it.
I don't know nothing about him.
Oh, talk the running back.
Hold on, Chief, before you go to Kareem Hunt. I want to ask a question. You said that TikTok was legal back in those days. Okay, Benadryl is legal nowadays. You go buy Benadryl over the counter. So if I go buy some Benadryl and bring a chick on a date and put some Benadryl in a drink without letting her know and pass her out and knowing that Benadryl illegal, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand what we're seeing right now.
Exactly. They convicted him on some baloney.
Wait a minute. Now look.
So y'all, he said he dropped some Spanish fly in a drink, and then we saying, but it was legal.
Listen, you gotta watch the case.
I'm kind of confused.
This was the question, bro. The question to Bill Cosby was, did he ever drop? And then they told you They gave you the scientific name. First off, they didn't give y'all the over-the-counter advertised name. They gave y'all the scientific name of that drug, right?
Exactly.
So they gave y'all the scientific name of the drug. What was they doing? They was looking for an emotional pull. Because don't nobody know. Do you get anybody the scientific name of any drug, nigga? Even if it's, nigga, if you understood the real name of some drugs, they say,
you know what happened.
I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh, hold on. See what happened? The chick came to his house high on cocaine. The chick was on cocaine. If you follow the case, he gave her the Quaaludes because Quaaludes at that time is how you bought people back down from cocaine in the 70s.
Exactly.
That's what he did.
And then
you gotta follow the case.
She asked him, did he have any? And he had some.
Exactly. He didn't slip it to her. That's why you got to read the original case. They used that original case that was closed.
Start reading the fucking indictments.
There is a if it did, there's a statute of limitations.
But so that's not what they convicted him on. I gotta
and you can charged some shit 40 years ago. This is all politics.
Can you ask? Here's a question.
They didn't take him. They didn't take Bill Cosby until he wanted to buy that channel.
Did anybody see his interview? Did anybody see his interview when he said he put the Spanish fly in the girl's drink? I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about whatever happened in court. I'm just talking about his regular interview on the TV show. When he said, yeah, we used to put the Spanish fly in the girl's drink, you know what I'm saying, to kind of dupe him up like that when he was bragging on it. So no,
that had nothing to do with the case, though.
First off, that's probably social media fucking interference. I'm pretty sure motherfuckers top estimate.
Yeah, because with his case with the drugs, he didn't sneak nothing to nobody. She knew that she was taking it. See, all they did was took that case and trucked up a whole bunch of other stuff. That's why you got to start with that original indictment, and you'll see what really happened.
Back then, they was getting high and fucking and freaking each other. Well,
I'll tell you what, I bet you he wish that committee would have never made that joke about him on that stage.
No, what happened was they knew what was going to happen. They started bringing all these other women, but if you look at them women, none of them ever pressed charges. They was telling you he was being charged with it. He was never charged with that. He was never charged with them cases. They had no evidence. So they used an emotional reaction because the DA made a political promise that if the people of that neighborhood elected him, that his first priority was going to be to convict Bill Cosby. And time he got elected, what was the first thing he did?
He convicted Bill. Now look, this is what I want motherfuckers.
What did he convict him
of? They trying to say that he admitted to doing this, but what they're using is social media articles and chopping up basically the footage of where a question was answered and where another answer was given, probably to some other question that was never supposed to go on the record. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it don't matter what he said on TV.
Yeah,
fuck what he said on TV.
No, it doesn't. It was a closed record. It was a closed record. It was a sealed record that they was never supposed to open, and the DA broke the law opening it. The problem was people don't follow the indictment.
Exactly. Motherfuckers ain't no goddamn DA. They ain't no goddamn judges. All these
Listen, I'm telling y'all that's what happened. The DA reopened the case.
All these motherfuckers are criminals. And the motherfuckers that break the laws are the motherfuckers that break the laws. All them motherfuckers are criminals. On down to the motherfucking judge, the so-called judge sitting up there behind the goddamn bench.
Like Nino said, Nino hit right on the head. The first one turned it down 3 times. The first DA wasn't even going to touch it. Told him there was no evidence to convict him.
They're crooked.
They go dig somebody up to do that case.
Let me go on music.
30 years in prison. Now, mind you, when they went to court, because him and this dude, uncle first, but my uncle shot back, he killed them. They came back with a not guilty verdict. The judge turned around and gave my uncle 30 years. Now, you tell me how you gonna overturn the goddamn grand jury came back with a not guilty, saying it was, what you call that when you he was protecting himself, huh?
That's crazy.
What are you in Tennessee?
The judge did this to him, gave him 30 years. My uncle did 30 years. It was 50 years. He did 30 years, and my uncle is still on probation right to this day.
I got one better than that.
After he done did all that time.
I got one like that now. My uncle, he did 20 years in prison. He got out. They gave him a year for each dollar he stole. He got out. We ain't talking about with a pistol or nothing. He did 24 years. He got out, and he did his probation. We helped him pay off the probation. The probation's paid off. Then some white woman goes down there to try to get Medicaid, and she went to the doctor and seen her shoulder and stuff was broke, where it's been messed up, and she haven't been to the doctor to get checked out. Well, she told him her ex-boyfriend did it 5 years ago. They came to my house. They came to my house and locked him up, and he's still been in there for like the last 6 months, and we've been fighting with them to get him out. She done went up there, went to the courthouse and said she.
Combs?
Yo,
you said this was a white woman that he was messing with, and she said that he did it to her
5 years ago. Now he's been staying with me. He's been staying with me, but see.
What did I say on that last show when you asked me about that?
No, but you gotta look at it. No, the question I had was if you have kids by somebody that finally woke up. That was the difference.
Well, you know, because the kids is gonna be considered us part of us anyway, so they're not gonna be considered pale. They're gonna be considered black, and they're gonna get everything that all the bullshit that we get. They gonna be substance to that too.
Right. See,
the thing is with these people, don't nobody they want everything about us, but they just don't want the struggle that comes with us.
Don't nobody want that struggle.
Hell no. They want your culture, they want your swag, they want everything about you. They just don't want the fucking backlash that comes with the shit.
And exactly what y'all saying is what they did to Bill Cosby. They took that 70s case, they took a case that he paid off, that not really paid off. It came out and he just gave the woman money and they settled. That case got closed. When they wanted all them people, remember all them other women that came out before this woman? And then they all said, no, Bill Cosby didn't do anything to her. Black chick said no. The other chick said no. Remember the lady that came out saying, that she was his daughter? All that, he beat all that. So what they had to do is go back in the court records, pull out that case, and use that case with trumped up media to get a social opinion on it and charge him that way. But the man ain't do shit. The lady came to his house, high on cocaine, fucked up, and he gave her Quaaludes so she can come down. That really happened. And all you got to do is get his public knowledge. The case is public knowledge. You can look it up and see. Wasn't no witnesses. Ain't nobody testify against this man.
My point exactly, Bones G. If you control the media, that means you can control a jury. Because them the same motherfuckers that's finna go home and watch TV about this case. They don't know shit about Bill being any type of this type of freaky until you put it in the news. You got to put the shit in the news. Now they listen to the interviews that motherfuckers done chopped up. Now they not smart enough to realize, all right, if I got jury duty, let me just get the motherfucking indictment and read that shit and see why this nigga is even really here.
These motherfuckers already think worse of you before you even go in the goddamn courtroom.
No, but Bill Cosby was a political.
They used the media to
they did
propagate the case to go in the direction they wanted to go in.
People don't even know about
he was guilty in the eyes of the media anyway, so they used that in court.
But people don't know about that original case, that it was settled and it was closed. That document was supposed to be sealed and never opened again. When the district attorney was leaving out and the new one was coming in, somehow it ended up on the desk out of nowhere.
Man, look, that's what I want. This is what I want the doubters to do. This is what I want the doubters to do. Now, when I found Tekashi case, this is how I found it. I ended up going to the U.S. Justice site.gov or whatever. I can't remember the actual site address. Just type in Bill Cosby's indictment. Look for the .gov site. It's going to have his shit because all of this shit is public record. And you read the indictment, and then you use your better judgment to say whether or not this nigga is guilty.
Mm-hmm. What is Tekashi's six now? What is he? What is his nationality?
He's a rapper, and the only reason why I feel like that case needs some attention is because once again, the federal government is doing what they want to do.
I'm saying that he a white dude, pale face. I mean,
he a Mexican.
He's a Mexican.
He's a little Mexican boy.
Is he Puerto Rican?
He's supposed to be Mexican and Puerto Rican. Like he half and half. The thing is, that little boy ain't did shit. He ain't did shit but hang.
No, he's nigga. Mexican, Puerto Rican, they niggas. niggas that have lost their identity.
They half-breed niggas. They half-breed niggas.
Half-breed. And what they fail to realize, Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, is just their culture. It's not their nationality.
Yeah.
They want you to think that they want you to believe that they smart when they say they dumb shit.
Empress.
Yeah.
And Coach, I want both of you guys for your what do you call it? For your relative, I need you to look up just compensation. Just compensation. That is the remedy. Just compensation.
Just compensation.
And then go after the judge. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know if that motherfucker still living. He probably dead in his grave.
It doesn't matter. You go after.
Wow, you talking about your relative?
The thing about it is you have to go after the corporation. Reason being is the corporation is a corporation. A corporation can be sued. It's called just compensation. If you look it up, just look up just compensation. You are to be compensated for being used as public use. Right? Because
I'm gonna have my uncle do that.
Check this out. Anyone can look up just compensation. Bring up the what do you call it?
Shit is crazy, man. It's starting to get to the point where like they is finna make people afraid of the law. Like motherfuckers afraid of the law now, but shit, the way they throwing niggas in jail and then niggas just be looking like, damn, how they do that? I be like, damn, is that all we gonna ever do? Is be like, damn, how they do that?
Instead of breaking that shit down and fighting back.
Right, it's a brother on YouTube that helped me see, because I didn't care about Bill Case, but the way that brother broke that shit down, I got to looking into the facts that he was putting down, pausing the video and shit, like, hold on, let me see what you talking about. Yeah, okay, cool.
Especially when you read the indictment.
This man, they illegally convicted that man.
When you read that indictment, if that don't open your eyes, you just miss the blind.
That's what he was using. He was using the indictment.
Yeah, because once you read it, you have to open up your eyes and be like, hold on, ain't no evidence.
Hey, can I?
Okay, it says the clause of the 5th Amendment to the United States Constitution to provide, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. And
the Patriot Act removed that. The Patriot Act removed that. The Patriot Act states right now the government concedes all finances and property that happened since 9/11. That's what's in effect right now.
That's what the feds be doing to motherfuckers when they indict you.
Because the Patriot Act has been enacted and it has never been rescinded. That's what can lock you up and don't have to tell you why.
You does not matter. You still can charge them for.
That's still a remedy. You can still charge them for it.
You can still charge them. No, I'm just explaining why they doing it. Because that Patriot Act and nobody read that.
But the thing is,
I don't even think the Constitution not even standing right now.
No, because the president has executive orders, and once that happens, the Constitution is the road.
Got a Constitution.
Yep.
Don't stand. The U.S.
Well, hell, let's say this: the motherfucker ain't never benefited none of us no damn way.
Check.
That's crazy.
Even if it's not in the Constitution, it states just compensation refers to compensating the individual. That compensating individuals receive when property gets seized by government for public use.
Yeah, you got to charge them. You got to charge them and you can get it back.
It does not matter if they take your uncle or your auntie or whatever. You are to charge them for the seizure for public use. You are your own property. If they take me, I'm my own property. I am going to charge you for public use.
Right? Because y'all know what the public use is? The taxes that they gonna collect on you, you know what I'm saying, through your account.
Yep.
That's the public use.
Also getting me to do shit for you while I'm in time.
And every charge has an actual dollar amount. That is what it is called a charge.
Every charge.
That public use are those charges that you are being arraigned on or brought up on.
Think about it.
And those charges are going to help give the municipality that those enforcers are employed by some type of kickback. So when they lock motherfuckers up, that's a state kickback.
That's right. So what can you do? you give them a bill.
Exactly.
You
tax
start giving them an invoice for all the time that you have been spending with them, right? And you could be doing other things. You could be a billionaire. Charge them $1 million.
I wouldn't been out committing no damn crimes if these motherfuckers would have paid us what we were.
It's
I
called
got their lane.
competition.
Man, it's motherfuckers.
See, they forced us into a life of crime. See, well, crime in their eyes, because it's not crime in our eyes. Because first of all, this is our damn land. So who the hell is you to come up in my house and tell me what the fuck to do? This ain't your land.
I wouldn't say that they forced us into anything. If anything, they coerced us into chaos.
Well, that's what.
Chaos. You're right, chaos.
That's what Martin Luther King said.
Integrated into a burning house.
Right. And see, that was my thing. Like, segregation could have worked. You know what I'm saying?
It did work.
I just don't understand.
That's why they put integration, segregation work. We made it without them. That's why they have to finance.
That's why it's so hard for when motherfuckers to vote to actually see what's going on when the wrong motherfucker get in office or whatever. If we were still segregated today, let's say Obama wasn't a fuck nigga and he ain't vote for all them gay rights and shit that he helped pass and shit, right? So let's say we voted for him and he actually was finna do something for the quotation mark African American populace in the American states or whatever, right? It would have been a motherfucking problem if we were still segregated and majority of our people voted for him and he didn't make it in office. But people
you would have known it was a bug.
You would have knew. You would have been like, oh, okay, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, integration made it possible for them to pull the wool over our eyes because we close to them.
Exactly.
When I'm from a distance, you can't pull the wool over my eyes because I can see what's coming.
That shit's so crazy. Well,
watch your friends and keep your enemies closer. Remember that.
Hell yeah.
You gotta watch out, everybody.
I remember when I was young and I didn't get like why you would do that. I just thought that was stupid.
That's what they apply to us. We're their enemies, so they don't keep us close to them.
They needed integration.
Exactly.
They needed it. They needed it.
Oh, you have to survive.
Right. They fabricated they staged not wanting to integrate to make us feel like, wait, hold on, we missing out.
Yep.
Right. And see, what blew me is that I just don't understand how the history is not getting passed down. Because before integration, you had quotation mark Black Wall Street and all of that. So I was like,
we had several Black Wall Street.
That was only like 10, 15 years.
Yo, the education, bro. Once we conceded to let them teach us, that was because now you're smarter than your grandparents. You're smarter than your mama.
Yeah,
you're smarter than your people. Yeah, so you're gonna come back and say, hey, I went to college. I know more than you. We ain't no goddamn Blackfoot. I'm a motherfucking African.
Look, let me tell y'all about all education.
You don't know what the hell you talking about.
I'm the first in my family to get a PhD.
Yeah, man, all you been done, all you did is achieve full indoctrination. That's all you done.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about that. Of course, we was indoctrinated. But what I'm talking about is for the select few who actually, because you had the people in the South that, there wasn't too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Crow. I'll give you an answer. Jim Crow. Remember what they did to the South? They put Jim Crow laws on the South.
Yep.
That's how they got the South.
No, I was just saying, like, because, you have so many people in the South that have a rich, thick heritage, and they, their families were, like, huge. Like people's grandmas was having, like, 19, 17, and 20 kids on the average, and then they probably had 2 or 3 grandmas because, granddaddy was a Rolling Stone and all type of shit like that. And I was just saying, like, my grandma never told me anything about Africa. She only told me about living down south and coming up here when she was 13. Or no, when she was 3, and then they went back south, and then they came back up here when she was 13. She told me about that, and then she told me how her father and her mother, her mother's father and them owned a store. So if I said your mother's father, that's 3 generations from me. So they owned a building and were conducting commerce. What?
At a time that they tried to teach us that we wasn't allowed to.
You know what I'm saying? So in that respect, you have people. I'm not the first person that's gonna hear that come out my grandma's mouth and then question everything else that they said about our past. It's probably several hundreds of thousands of people just like me who heard that and was like, I knew I wasn't a fucking African. I knew I wasn't. Now what the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm saying, like, you got the people who the first thing they do is say they're Cherokee, or they say that they're Blackfoot, or they say that they Seminole, because I don't too much hear a lot of the other shit. Those are the 3 things that I hear the most. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people did come from Florida. A lot of the South is Florida.
Choctaw, Yamansi, Chickasaw.
And so, with that being said, I never understood how you coerce a whole group of people who were being told that they were Indian by their grandfolks, and then they decide to go up and go to school and they start telling they from Africa, but at the same token, nigga, Africa was a new word.
They don't know that.
Yo, Neil, let me ask you a question, right? When they came here, were the people calling themselves Indians?
Well, no, they weren't calling themselves Indians, but they understood when they did business.
Blackfoot.
When they did business with certain people, they changed up their lingo. That's what I learned about this history shit, and knowing that you are talking this to the land. Everybody, all the groups that was doing business with the colonizers didn't use the same type of dialect and words. Some people might have had a translative word that meant Indian or that meant Yamasee or Choctaw, some shit like that. Not everybody spoke the same language in the same areas. Now, I know that there was supposed to be this universal language, but to be totally honest, that's not what I see in these treaties. I be seeing words. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going on the fact that motherfuckers wasn't even calling themselves African. They was saying Negroes. So I was just like, okay, so we know that the first enslaved peoples in this land was Negroes, and you was the only motherfuckers that was calling yourselves Negroes and honored that word amongst yourselves. Then how did you accept African to be, mixed up with the word Negro? Like, come on, man. Like, is everybody slow?
No, it's because
let me ask you guys a question.
Over here, okay, Africans came over here to help the Europeans with their children to keep us under the foot of
their kids. I get it. That's they okay, so like I know about the Treaty of 1738, the Maroons or the Moors that posed as Maroons and shit like that. But the thing is they didn't even call themselves African.
Nope.
So that's what all I'm saying is, to be totally honest, I've seen in scripture and words on pamphlets or somebody's essay, but they weren't using the word Africa. That wasn't the fucking word that they was using to describe that continent.
No.
So a lot of this shit is
new.
Is new shit being fabricated and posed as old information.
100
made up on the fly.
That shit, cause bro, there's no way if in John Smith's journal he don't call them Africans, he called them Negroes, then I'm trying to figure out, bro, where this. Honestly, I want to know where the Africa word came from as far as in reference to enslaved Negroes. Like, where was the first document that was relating Negroes or Negro slaves as Africans, or regarded
Royal African Company?
That was the Dutch.
Exactly.
Are you based on
But
Papa
Africans,
Will said
what
from
we know
Negro
that,
land.
what we know, if
Bingo.
you spell Africa with a K, you talking about a Dutch. You talking about
Papa
a
Will
Dutchman.
said from Negro land.
What about Negro land?
I don't know nothing about Negro land. That's real.
Y'all don't know what Negro land is?
I ain't never heard of it.
What was the question?
I don't even know, bro. Something about
What,
Negro
I
land.
think what Nino was talking about.
Oh, I was just saying. The question was,
Where
what
did it come from?
where did Africa come from in association with the word Negro? Like something had to be a catalyst for when you hear Negro, people to assume African slave or African person or person of an African descent, because that shit carried all the way up until now.
Well,
They
happened
don't
in the
call
early
African
1900s?
Negro.
I mean, the Spaniards, they called the Indians Negro because it meant for black.
No, I know that, but I'm saying what document, what act, what happening in history made the word Negro synonymous with the word Africa, and where did Africa originally apply to? Is what I'm saying. It's a loaded question. There's two questions in one.
Well,
What made it synonymous, and where the fuck was Africa? What was they talking about?
well, from what I've looked into and seen, like documentaries and even stuff like that, it was only came about in the 1990s, man.
What, Negro?
No, Africa.
Oh, you're talking about women.
With the
Oh yeah, I got you.
African American, because honestly, when I was watching a documentary with Frances Cress Welsing, right? Big up her. The interviewer was saying Negro. You know what I'm saying? Even back in what do you call it? They were always saying, "Oh, the Negro." They weren't saying African American.
Oh, okay. As soon as I
It was only
what's up?
correct in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because even when you hear like certain speeches in the back, it was Asia for Asian, Africa for African, America for American, Europe for European. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, oh, I only heard that.
Yeah, I like it.
Tim Carl,
Yo.
can I ask you a question, my brother? I'm gonna look. I asked Coach this, and neither one of us had a whole bunch of information on this. What is your idea about where do we get different blood types from?
What's my idea where different blood types come from?
What do we, like? You know, we have A, O, B, and AB. Like, where do we get different blood types from? What is your thoughts on that? I'm gonna push mute so I can listen real.
I'd actually have to think about that. With the European claiming they come from monkeys, and you know, here this monkey gene is in most northern African, European, and Mongolian blood types, and then mixed up.
Hold on, excuse me, brother. When you say monkey gene, you mean like the positive and negative? When we say O negative, B negative, stuff like that?
Yeah, like
okay, go ahead. I just wanted to make sure I was on the same page.
There's the same thing called rhesus monkey gene, right? If you look it up, just rhesus monkey gene. I don't know how the hell they got it, but they got it. and it runs rampant in their blood.
Yeah, actually, it's called. Most people call it we call them troglodyte nigger. That's the name of that monkey. We call it a troglodyte nigger. It's the weakest monkey you're talking about. I just somebody told me that about 5 years ago.
The RH
gene. No, it's called troglodyte. I'm sorry, troglodyte nigger. That's the name of that cave monkey you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yep. So now when you look at, I'm just using common sense. When you look at us mixing up with other, which is I'm O, right? So O is the original blood type. Right? So with that O mixing with other blood types, that's where you get all those
A and B and.
You see what I mean? So I would think, what do you call it? What's that word I'm looking for? Mutation.
Yeah, hybrids.
Yeah. So the mutation of original blood types mixing with other blood types, right?
That's causing different pathogens.
And it's funny because I'm like going back to like a relation. There's this one passage. If somebody was like a Hebrew, he would tell you there's one passage that says, "Do not lay down with these people."
Well, that's why I'm gonna get into a little later into forbidden archaeology and a lot of the things. I mean, man, they what was they doing before the evolution theory? Like, what was they teaching then? That's how this worked. If evolution came in the late 1800s and they started, really implementing to the 1900s, what were they teaching before that? Do you know? Do you give a fuck?
Were they teaching anything before that though?
Huh?
Were they?
I can't hear you. What'd you say, bro? Hold on.
No, I was just saying, were they teaching motherfuckers anything? I don't think they taught it. Oh, yo.
So they've been digging up our ancestors, man, and finding skull caps, finding jawbones, you know what I'm saying, all over the planet, you know what I'm saying? But in America, and in particular, you know what I'm saying, we're just so old here, man, you know what I'm saying? In a mine shaft where they're digging into, looking for gold in our mounds in California, you know what I'm saying? They're finding our ancestors far deep down in the ground. How did they get there? Who put them there? They're there 600 million years ago, and it's evidence of us being in America hundreds of millions of years, right? We got to talk about it. If you're using the same science to date 7 million years, you got to be able to account for the 700 million years. Check. I don't know. Hey man, like we're gonna keep mashing. We're only gonna keep digging up more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna. They're trying to come up with everything other than our ancestors built civilization. They want to say everything else. They don't want to talk about monoliths. Monoliths. What is monolith? Big ass
stone structures.
So are those older than pyramids?
A lot of them are. Well, I thought the monolithic age predates
Who has the most monoliths?
age. I think the Americas, actually.
Of
the
course
whole of the Americas.
They got bigger than the motherfucking Statue of Liberty, brothers and sisters. They're not, bro. They're gonna hide everything because they like, goddamn.
Did somebody bring in a rocket?
We cannot tell them this. We can't teach these people.
No.
Just like change the face of the Statue of Liberty.
They can't do it, y'all. They gotta
Yeah,
keep
so
telling
the
you.
original statue was a carbon-based woman.
The Aboriginal woman with feathers on their head.
Yeah.
That's the original image.
I mean, the fact that we have different relationships with the Spanish and the French, why don't nobody ever talk about that? We only talk about it from the British conquest or the British, the losers' perspective. You see how this works?
That's why.
Why would they teach you how great you are? Why would they teach that you're the founding fathers of this country? Why would they teach you that?
Chief, that's why I'm like I told you, I keep studying down in South America, Cusco, Peru, and all that kind of stuff. Reason being is that you just asked a question about the gold and stuff like that while they're in the mines. Peru is the number 6 in the world as gold producers. As we keep arguing about the English, who are what do you call it? The custodians, basically, of this place. The Spaniards and the Portuguese are still getting fucking rich, man. Okay, and that's our property down there. You see what I mean? They're still digging in our gold mines. They're still taking out these resources, and we're not looking at them. Because why? Oh, it's complicated. He was asked, "Are you going to solve the problem that of the American?" But he said, "That's why I like listening to our stuff. He reads the Spanish." And we know for a fact those guys were cool to a point. Facts. Okay, once in the 1500s came, they were just like, "Fuck, these niggas are too rich. We gotta fucking take the shit." They started taking the shit. All they kept doing, fight, all the way up to the 1900s, fighting. Then it's like, oh, let's have integration. Now we're gonna teach your children that you guys were dumb. You didn't have nothing. You were naked savages and shit like that. And what I read yesterday, in Peru, they're the number 1 when it comes to clothes making.
Was it the last Indian War, 1920, 1930?
All the looms.
And you the two was naked and savages when these motherfuckers was in caves laying beside their corpse, eating their corpse, fucking their corpse, and everything, but you the savage.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Everything is bullshit lie, man. Okay? Your children go to school and they learn something, make sure they write down what they learn, and then you and your child basically decipher that shit and rip it apart. Destroy it.
That's a fact. And here's another thing, right? And this is what they don't understand, right? They act like we when we pull out these articles that that we are co-signing the authors of the articles. We're not.
No.
Typing the fucking thing in real time for everybody. So if somebody's saying Native American during a time period when before 1860s, goddamn it, then we're gonna have to correct that. Check. That's right. Like goddamn. And if somebody's talking dumb, you know what I'm saying, and using word semantics, we have to call that out. If these guys are working overtime, put you down, right? I mean, how is this not how are we not addressing it? Like if you're working for the same agenda as the eugenics, right? Your agenda is lockstep with their agenda. Period. I mean, and nobody's not calling that out. Y'all not gonna be like, yo, bro, you work for Black Lives Matter. You with those guys. You're not for us. You're for the destruction of the man, woman, and child. You're for the upliftment of our community, man. The respect, the honor, and integrity of our community. You're not for that.
And you know what's funny, Chief? It's like they're the destruction for everybody's man, woman, and child, not just ours. Okay.
I didn't say that. I just said man, woman, and child, just in general, man. Yeah, we got to get our minds right, man. Stop all this.
Let me ask you guys a question. Commander Chief kind of talked about this yesterday. Is there anybody on this panel that has not watched Solomon's presentation on eugenics and DNA? Because it's actually like master college level presented.
Can you put in the back chat? I'd love to see that.
Okay, so I'm on my phone. Chief gonna talk. Chief gonna hook all up with it. It is Solomon did presentation maybe about 6 months ago. It's just the greatest presentation done. I said it's presentation of the year on eugenics, the origin of eugenics, and how the evolution into the genetic department. And he goes in on Darwin, on his origins, and how his best friend Huxley, Thomas Huxley, and how these guys created the eugenics society. And I'm just trying to tell you, instead of me, you guys go back and go watch that.
And he linked their asses to it.
Yeah, and it's college-ly. It's not like regular like some too special when somebody just reads a bunch of sources. No. This is college levelly done, or I should say collegiately done. I would say like one of the best presentations I've ever seen presented on YouTube. And if you haven't checked it out, before you start going into arguing about DNA and eugenics and genetics and modern genetics and the father of modern genetics, Frick and all these guys, the double core DNA, go back and look at Solar Mind's presentation, because it's not nothing he put together in about 10 minutes. I happened to be in his live stream when he was doing it. And
man. I'd love
it said it took him about 8 years to put it together. So that'll let you know what type of death, dotting I's and crossing T's he did.
Mm-hmm.
I told Chief I thought it was the best presentation since Dr. Africa talked about the difference between millennium.
What you said the presentation about?
About the origin of genetics, eugenics, and how eugenic department turned to the genetics department.
All right.
And Darwin and his basically he's explaining selective. I'm sorry, that's what I was trying to do. Trying to explain natural selection and how basically the white people got to get rid of the black people so that the bigger gap between them and the monkeys.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, to make a long story short.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and everybody. So I wanted to go to Carl to go check it out, because when he come back with his little expertise spin on it, it's gonna be interesting.
Well, we know their ancestors are the monkeys.
What if?
That's right, but it's very important because Chief posed a question. He said, "What would they teach before evolution?" That's what Chief asked, and so I'm saying for everybody, go do a little bit of take a pause, go research Solomon. Shout out to Solomon. His they say it took him 8 years to put that information together. Not no slapdick presentation. And take a pause and go look at it, because I had to look at it twice just to begin to understand what the hell he was talking about. That's how deep it was.
How long is it?
The car is out of here. He's out of here. He's on a mission.
I feel like I'm gonna watch that shit too.
I'm trying to tell.
Yeah, I seen a piece of it in the live stream, and I was in and out. Yeah, man. Shout out to Solomon, man, Impact Media, the debate league, all that. Put them out. Yeah, man. I mean, yo, bro. Here's the thing, right? When I was watching, I was like, yo, he literally was connecting all guys to the eugenic society, right? And I've been saying this for a long time, but I'm like, yo, if you're using the same things that you're talking about, it's like you're contradicting everything that you're saying. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know whether they know it or not. Like when I hear their conversations, I'm hearing like, yo, they act like, well, if we go have a conversation with white people, that white people or so-called native are gonna have a different conversation than them. How? Y'all have the same fucking people. Y'all understand that? Like, why would it be a different conversation? Why would we expect something different from a white guy, so-called white guy? And I'm just saying that for you know what I'm saying? Why would that? Why would it be any kind of different conversation? Are they gonna do some extra? They reading something you don't get? Do they get an extra book that you don't get? The websites that you don't get, nigga? Like how do we have to validate our education, our what the fuck we talking about based off of them? I wanted to say that about when we did that with those guys the other day. Like, yo, we don't validate ourselves based off of them. That knowing who you are and honoring your ancestors that's personal. That has nothing to do with nobody. Nope. Y'all, nobody. And once again, we are their grandfathers. Y'all gotta start acting like grand people, grandparents, right? We don't cry. We don't sit around and complain about what weak people are trying to do to you. What?
First of all, everybody's claiming our ancestors but us. That's the whole thing.
Thank you.
Time out. My motherfucking ancestors, not y'all's.
Here's another jewel too. So now that I got that solar mind presentation on the table. If nobody saw Dr. Ali Muhammad when he presented that information that chopped off the head of the African American Studies Department, then y'all need to go check out that little snip too.
Hey, so was that one that you were talking about, the man behind American eugenics? That one?
It's on what is it on, Chief? On is it on Black Media? It should be on that, or it's on the Solar Vision Debate League. Someone that just on some Solar Vision Debate channel. It's on one of those channels, and it's
put it back chat out. That'd be appreciated because I'm looking.
Chief just said he was putting it in because I'm on my cell phone right now.
Cool.
But Chief said he's going to put it in. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'll be right back.
Can you have it playing for everybody?
I'll be right back. Let me go look it up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you should be able to get back.
Can Chad play it, or do we have to mix it for somebody?
I don't know if y'all know who own the content. Do what I do. I just be contacting the people.
Nothing, y'all.
So what you came up with so far, Tinkara?
Well, okay, so if there's a magnet, right, and say if it's a magnetic tube, right, and you have a copper plate or a copper coil around it, right? You can move another magnet or another copper coil using a different magnet. So you can have two magnets opposing each other, creating movement. There's the beginning, or a freaking new car, man, where you don't need shit. Fuck, I'm telling you, I am looking at this place as clean slate, nothing deep. All I see is pyramids they haven't been taken care of. All I see is us that's here, and there's no car company. There's no nothing. There's no nothing here. That is ours. That we're actually running at the time where I want to name. Please, can somebody tell me America's #1 billionaire that's black, or that looks like me or us? Please, anyone?
Only one they don't know is Bob Johnson.
Bob Johnson is a billionaire?
Yeah, Bob Johnson, yeah.
Okay. What does he do?
No, that's who used to own BET, the Charlotte Bobcats.
And that's it?
Oh no, you got a couple of other investments. I don't know all of his investments.
No, I'm saying, is that the only one, Bob Johnson, in the whole entire world that comes to
that's the only one that can come to my mind.
Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire.
Yeah, Oprah. Yeah.
I think Jay-Z and Beyonce combined are billionaires.
Yeah, combined.
I think Dr. Dre is a billionaire.
Yeah, Dre.
I'm trying to think who else is a billionaire.
Anyone that's not in entertainment.
Oh no. If there is, I don't know.
But I understand what Tinkara is saying.
Yeah.
About something totally different.
Just on a general basis level, there's man one of us that reaches that status without the entertainment or stuff like that.
I'm just like, honestly, I've lived here long enough to realize that they're complete freaking liars. They will, even in court, they will lie to get what they want. Will falsify evidence. They will do whatever it takes to be the slimy, dirty, conniving, rotten piece of shit that they are. So, Sitting up here in Canada, I think by my fucking self in a place, and I have. That's how I'm looking at it. Fuck it all. I'm done. I even when somebody tells me something, man, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look it up myself.
Yeah, you got to.
For real,
I remember Garfield saying that eugenics and all that stuff was just conspiracy theories.
Oh my god! Like,
I'm like, yo, bro, like that's crazy. To say that right there is crazy.
I really would. I really would love to see that guy, because basically what I would do is, let him know that, a lot of my people down in the islands were in the eugenics program, because them Jews loved to come to the Caribbean. It was a little easier to do them testing and get shit by, because money ruled everything. So I really don't like that dude. I'm sorry. I usually like everybody. I give everybody a chance. You know what I mean? I used to be really, really gullible. Just be like, okay. And then didn't look into it or nothing. I just trust it. Now, fuck. It irks me. Because now when I walk around, there's so much of them. I'm just like, man, I can't stand. I'm gonna blur you all out. Just blur it out. Because everything is just a lie. And honestly, I feel like I'm a 40-year-old individual that just realized that Santa Claus didn't exist and the Easter Bunny didn't exist.
Yeah,
that hurt.
Yo, that's deep, bro.
So
that's deep, fam.
You know, I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, but that's how I feel. And knowing that this place was so fucking amazing, and there's so much amazing shit that we did, and there's still there. There's pyramids still fucking there. There's hieroglyphs still there, and you basically sweep us under the rug like we were pieces of shit. But yet, in your culture, you're showing that you're digging us up. After 400 years, you're discovering how great the civilization was. And those people gone. Christopher Columbus killed everybody, but yet he has statues every fucking where about him. Are you? Then I'm some piece of shit. You don't exist to me. That's it. Straight up, you don't exist.
You're breaking up, Tinkar.
They don't exist to me. Straight up.
Thanks.
Right.
I'm with you on that, Tinkar.
I don't see anything. I really don't. I don't see anything. Airports, airplanes. I don't see shit. We don't build it. Oh, trains. Oh, I still see future trains because we invented that shit. But guess what? We need to now improve on it.
So, Tinkar, so you saying that there's not one single thing, brother?
Fuck them all, man. You fucking want to treat me like that? Fuck you. Fuck you.
I second.
Your actual question is, there's basically anything that we produce as American.
We produced a lot of stuff, but we don't own any of it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Let me ask you a question.
Okay, so what do we own? What, we don't own nothing?
Dude, okay, let me ask you a question. Let's look at one thing. The stove. The simple fucking stove. We invented that.
Before I get up out of here, Tinkar. I'm telling you, I'm going to own something before I get up out of here. So I got to figure out what we can own, though. Like, I don't know. Like,
we don't produce hair. We don't produce fingernails. Nothing.
What would count, though? I got to know what would count.
How about this? You know how we have all our billionaires that are entertainers? Not even the sound that comes out of the radio we fucking have control.
No, we don't even own that.
We have allowed these motherfuckers to take everything from us.
I'll sway.
Not even our goddamn talent.
It's not even take.
They own our fucking talent. Understand this? Our talent.
Well,
they don't really take it. They give us something. See, we never come into the knowledge of what you can do with your talent. See, they always know. So they're going to throw you the peanuts, and you're going to be happy with that because you never had anything. Exactly. And they're going to monopolize off of it. That's how that works. Look at it right now. You ain't never seen 20,000 cash money. You in the hood, you ain't never seen 20,000 cash money. Hey, let me get that for you. I'm going to give you the 20 grand right now. You'll sell it not even thinking of what it can be 10 years from now. That's how they get a lot of ideas.
Yep.
Well, we ain't selling.
I don't.
We ain't selling no fucking shit.
You know what, Chief? Chief, after I found out that basically, my mom was duped with our birth certificate, so now I was duped with the birth certificate. You don't even own your own child, bro.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And these are the motherfuckers you want me to give homage to? I don't think so. Fuck out of here.
That's why I come to this conclusion. I'm like, yeah, you don't really exist to me, man. I'm sorry, but you're. I'm gonna call you exactly what the Chinese call you, white ghost. Okay, you're guaylo.
Yeah, because the only way they have power is when you acknowledge them. Turn your back on it, they don't got shit.
Honestly, now I'm understanding why they say guaylo, which means white ghost. That means basically everything is a debt system, Everything is a death note.
What? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Who am I talking about? The whole system, bro. Everything.
Oh,
I go outside and I look at. Look, yo, I like cars, right? I like cars. I love cars. Show me one car that's made that owned by an American.
Well, okay. Well, we're gonna. Okay, so we're gonna get to that, right? But let's take baby steps. Let's make a paperclip. Let's do something small, right?
Something great.
Like we could do something small. Right? Like it don't have to be.
Start small.
A paperclip would be huge. You know, a lot of, I could say a few things, that I feel is huge. It's just about a matter about just applying ourselves to doing.
That's the I'm
open my ass. And most of it is just my mind. I don't care about no piece of paper.
No.
I feel me? Like I don't care about no birth certificate. What's that? I don't honor that like that. That's not gonna determine nothing. That's a contract, that's a piece of paper. That has nothing to do with me and what I believe in, you know what I'm saying? So we have to we gotta adjust our way of, what we value, you know what I'm saying? What we honor. Like I don't honor nothing, none of their treaty, nothing. Nothing.
We gotta remember that warning.
People be talking about they little stuff and stuff. I'll be like, what are y'all talking about? Like we gonna get power and kick y'all ass. That's what we're gonna do. We're not talking about that. So power to me is wealth. Wealth.
Because that's what
we know they wealthy. That never just talk to you on the phone, they get wealthy. See how that work?
They use
they never use muscle. They never use muscle to conquer us. You know how we know? Because what we was told, the pen is mightier than the sword.
You're gonna be wealthy. How about that?
Like I said, they do the same thing they do now. That's what they did back then. When the police get you, what we all say, they pencil whoop you. They use paper and write up chump stuff. That's exactly what they did here. They ain't whoop nobody with no physical force. How? With what?
Nothing.
Where did they get the army from? I read earlier today that the reason back in the 1900s why half of the people didn't want us to go to Africa because they were saying they needed us for work first in the military. And who dominate the military?
Yeah, we dominate everything.
I mean, how can you even want it when you find out half of us wanted to send us to a foreign land and the other half wanted us here to be their personal workforce? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Neither side like you. Neither side. Each side had a motive for you already, an agenda.
You can't tell them motherfuckers that. You can't tell them ass that dumb ass that shit.
The ones that were standing up fighting for you to stay here is because they wanted you to be a workforce, and the other ones was telling you to your face, "I don't like you. Just go someplace else."
That video, that woman, that African woman, was talking to that dude up in New York in the train station, calling him stupid, said he ain't shit. This is the type of shit they think of the copper color Americans.
Yeah.
This is what they think of your damn ass. This ain't nothing new.
I want everybody to check out the Royal Proclamation 1761 from King George. Okay? If you haven't read it, please read it. Okay? And see the big scam. See the big scam of the corporation that is claiming to be in operation. Okay. And I guarantee if you follow the money, it is subdivision. It is a subdivision of the first conquistador conquest, or those people who basically came over here and started the freaking bullshit in the first place. Okay, all these companies, the Dutch and all that kind of stuff, they're all subdivision. Okay, the United States and Canada and all these other, Mexico and all this stuff is subdivision of Spain and Portugal, because remember, Portugal is Dutch. We'll know that in history. The Portuguese are Dutch, and that's why the Dutch had the ability to go and hide. That was their haven in Argentina.
Yep.
Okay, they went straight from Europe after causing all that trouble, after killing all those people, and ran to Argentina to continue on their whole genetics manipulation on our people that's down there as well.
Fucking cowards. Yeah, that's all they ever been was cowards.
You see, so like I keep saying, you got to go back when you're doing the study of America. Go back to ground zero, start from there, and then work your way to today, and see the big picture. Because if you just go back to like just the 1800s or 1700s, then you're not seeing what was manipulated before that to create what was going on now.
Oh, it's a call just to give you that backdrop. Yeah, it's Solar Vision, Solar Mind, and it's exposes ancestry of DNA and eugenics.
Did you put in the back chat or no?
I'm on my cell phone, so I can't put it in the back chat with my cell phone.
Yeah, you can. You just go on.
Matter of fact,
go to YouTube, hit the arrow at the top of the screen, and then it'll do a choice, and it'll see Hangout, and then you just put it in.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to see that. Nah, man, it's I like I said, I feel like a 40-year-old that realized that fucking Santa Claus don't exist.
Damn.
No, honestly, that's if any writers are out there, you can write a story on that. The emotional like thing where you're like, oh wow, this whole time now I know who I am and where I'm from. Took me 40 fucking years. Now it's like everything I was told is bullshit. Oh.
What up?
What a waste of fucking
time. How y'all doing? Relatives?
Yo, what up?
Well, hey, Ty.
How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm back.
You had to get permission to come back to the what you call?
Yeah, I didn't.
Easy enough, Empress.
Hey.
How you doing, T? How you doing? What up, T?
I'm doing good. I'm good.
Yo.
You know I got a peace with you, nephew.
Peace,
boss, I got that beat, man. That's hot. We gonna do a little more fixing up. I got you.
All right, just let me know what you want to add to it and change or take out.
Yup, that's tight. I wanted to say everybody in the Chief Holiday chat room, you're welcome to go to the Tribeup chat room. The link is in there, and those of you in the Tribeup chat room, you're welcome to go over there to the Chief Holiday chat room, and warp chat rooms, whatever. So we doing it like that. But peace to everybody in the chat, man. Look like we got a bunch of new people out there. Peace to everybody. We're gonna be going in a little bit. I still got some more work to do, but we about to go in. What's new at Tribeup? You know what I'm saying? We got Tribeup news, and we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. So we're gonna be going in a little bit. I just want to say that real quick, and I'll be back, man. I'll be back in a couple minutes. We're about to go in though.
Yo,
we got some new stuff.
Yo, I just reinvented the wheel. Tell you, man, I'm telling you, once the one thing that's great about what we're doing is I have a great feeling about it, and I already see it. Like, you can actually visualize it if you do visualizing like meditation and techniques and stuff like that. You can actually see things manipulating in your life. You know what I mean? Because you're speaking them into existence. And what I see is, honestly, this place has always been like the number one place to be, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's how I feel.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah, this has always been the place, always.
No, like I said, 40 years old, I've always thought to myself, oh, Jamaica is over there. I didn't even realize I was still in America. That's the fucked up educational system that I've received, man. To me, I thought to myself, oh, I gotta go to school because my mom's a teacher, right? So you have to go to school, you have to get an education, you gotta do this, and you just listen and you do what you're told, and live your life, right? But then when you start realizing after what, something's not right. Something's just not right. Still working, still working hard and stuff like that, moving your goal, trying to do your goal. Something's still not right. Your brain is fighting against you. You know what I mean? Your body is doing the work. Right? Then when you find out, you know how much fucking time I wasted? You know how much? Yo, I get vexed, man. I get vexed. I'm putting together invoices and just like, you wasted this time. Here, you're gonna pay for this time, you're gonna pay for that time, you're gonna pay for this time. Anything I want to do in this reality, I'm going to fucking do. You step aside. Don't even talk to me, because I'll eat your face off. Like, fuck, real, man. That's how I feel. And I hate feeling this way, because usually I got to myself to be like a calm, cool, collective kind of person, but now it's just like, wow, you guys are like, man, that's why I keep telling my daughter, I'm like, you listen, you are going to school to go socialize, because if you're not learning something that you're going to do and make you feel like you can be like the best you can ever be, anything I find, I show her. Anything I find, I show her. She's like, Dad, I don't want to read that. I'm like, no, read it now. And even if it didn't stick, guess what? Dad showed me that back in the day, just in case that she's like in that same manipulative mind frame, because children do what children are going to do, right? You see what I mean? And you just hope for the best. But like, if I had a parent that was telling me the truth the whole time, then I don't feel like my parent was freaking working with the system, lying to me, and then I'm in the situation I am in because they didn't even freaking care about what was truth and what was not. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like, if anybody ever have children, man, I don't care. I don't care what you do. You tell them the truth. because
you might as well tell them the truth. That's my philosophy. I'm gonna tell them straight up what the world really like. I'm not painting no false pictures to my children.
No, because now they, instead of them becoming comfortable and compliant, okay, they're freaking warriors, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're not followers. They're not fucking followers. And I tell my daughter too. I'm like, yo, listen, hey, you ever notice on every social media it's follow me, follow this, follow that?
Yep.
Where
and that's done by design on purpose.
Right?
People don't even look at that part. They're training you to follow.
I said question everything, because when I go to the whole parent teacher interview, they're gonna know they can't get one on top of me. For real.
I believe that's the greatest gift my parents gave me. Taught me to question everything.
This is a joke. It's a freaking joke. And Chief, you figure out anything yet? We own anything yet? Because other than entertainment, we don't even own entertainment.
Yeah, we don't own entertainment. We just dominate in it, but it's owned by other people. We own nothing.
That's fucking sad, man.
Absolutely, we own nothing.
To me, that's sad.
That's why when Killer Mike said, you got these people out here telling young men and boys young boys and women to go to war, you have to be realistic. How you gonna go to war when you don't produce bullets, firearms, nothing, food, resources?
Yo, hey, you remember? I'm at the point now. It's like you're gonna know about me, bro. You're gonna know. You're gonna have like something that I create is gonna be either in your house or what's going, and it's gonna be domestic, straight. Okay, it's gonna be like, I want to be like, when I walk into any freaking state or country or anything like that, it's like, oh yeah, what's your name? Tenkara. Oh, you'd be like, oh, Tenkara. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello, how are you? Yeah, good, man. What's up?
Tenkara, you crazy? Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
You know, bro, but man.
I know what you're talking about.
Bro, I did what I was told, and I'm coming out still on bottom. Are you joking me? I don't own shit. I'll never own. Are you crazy? Nah, man. I don't think
American dream was a lie.
No. Honestly, there's two types. I'm kind of like bipolar, I say, because I have a Jamaican side of me and I have a Canadian side of me. Nice Canadian proper talk, you know, and you can understand and stuff. But the anger in me, man, trust me, it runs deep.
Good looking, appreciate that. All right, then, Carl, everything's posted in the back chat for you. I posted a few of them.
Appreciate it.
He didn't have the original presentation, but he has the other ones he did. And they're all pretty much the same information. So, that will give you a starter on it. It is amazing to me, just the level of detail and information that he put out there on eugenics.
Even doctors, when you talk to them, you ask them the question, would you take that? Or would you get that? Or, if they're prescribing something or doing anything, if they're prescribing something, ask them, have you taken it? Ask them, what's the side effects? No, really, what's the side effects? Because nobody usually asks that. A friend of mine, he's got MS, and he's taken these pills for 3 years. And I said, have you checked out the side effects? Then we looked it up together. Guess what? That side effects is the same symptoms that he's going right now. He wasn't born that way. But the prescription that he got from the doctor, who basically only wanted to get money from the pharmaceutical company, he's a test dummy.
Well, first of all, the pharmaceutical companies, they pay and bill for these colleges in the modern era. So
Yeah.
they are the big bad wolf.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're gonna do what do you call it? An oath to Hippocrates, then you're a fucking hypocrite.
Well, Hippocrates stole all his information from Imhotep.
From Imhotep, no, but he actually said in his notes that Imhotep is his teacher. He pays homage to Imhotep.
Yeah, they stole all the information from them fools. That's when I think that's when Alexander them went up in there, you know what I'm saying, and did their thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? The first thing they did is he put his little secretaries, what's it, Plato and Socrates or whatever them fools. He put them in there to go find out all this knowledge. And
it's the same shit regurgitated over and over again, man. I'm telling you.
Same shit. You're correct.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay. This right here. Where is it? This right here, okay, is a picture. See that right there?
Yes.
It's one of the designs of my motorcycles, right? Wow. I created this in the year 2000. Okay. This is an all-wheel drive, both wheels, right? Design. The motor and everything is all on a different thing, right? When I seen this picture, I saw Suzuki, okay? I saw Suzuki prototype, same freaking thing.
A producer gets the
Suzuki prototype.
Makes the record come out.
So I think to myself, guess what? You know, when we go on and we buy all these programs and all this kind of stuff, and we're doing all these things, and we talk and we go to school and all that kind of stuff, every single fucking thing is not owned by you. Because these guys are corporation. So corporation means that, hey, you're using my stuff. So anything that's mine and you're using my stuff, guess what? I have the ability to take the stuff that you're using. Without telling you or, you know, giving you any kickbacks or say, hey, you know what? We took this off your computer. We decided to design it, and you know what? Here you go, man. You're taken care of for now. No, they don't think that way. It's like, fuck you. We're going to keep just stealing your shit. All your ideas. That's some bullshit. Look around. Look around, man. There's nothing here. I will continue saying that. There's nothing.
You ain't said no lies yet. Let me ask you a different question, a little bit of a subject changer. Let me ask you a different question. Who had the best presentation you saw this year, Tenkara? The most impressive presentation you saw this year, since we're at the end of the year?
I would have to say there's been like a few people.
Give me a couple of them.
Lotus.
Which one?
Black Lotus. The one where he was doing the what do you call it? The Egyptian stuff in the what do you call it? The Royal Society and stuff. How the evolution of the Royal Society.
Okay, I gotta go check that one out. Okay.
There is Corey Mail.
Who?
Corey Mail. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Corey Mail. He's Spanish. He's a Spanish guy. He's a Latin guy. That he does all of his stuff. I'm just impressed with all of his stuff, because a lot of the stuff I'm just like, what? Really? And then he shows where he gets his sources from. He actually reads straight out from certain sources. But the one where what interested me was America was the first landmass to ever protrude out of the water.
What? I never heard that one. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You blowing my mind right now. Elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's one of his recent videos.
I gotta check that one out.
The oldest landmass, and he's reading straight from this old ass book that this dude wrote, and he's some archaeologist or stuff. When they started digging down into certain like places, they found out that they were just like, it's rewriting history. Them finding stuff on this piece of land is rewriting their history, their bullshit.
Okay.
A1 AP.
Which work? Which one? Which presentation they did?
I like all of them because, you know, like a lot of the stuff they talk about. What do you call it? I think A1 was no, AP was El Mirador. Got me really interested in Guatemala. You know what I mean? And looking up, like, just even the positioning of the, like, I like geography, so the positioning of where Guatemala is, right? Plus, 60,000 structures were found there, right? One of the largest pyramids there, you know, and they're just oh, we discovered this in the rainforest. No, you did not discover it. You knew it was always there, right? And you're just coming back to it because you done fucked over the people that were living there.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying, right? It's like me stealing your car, okay? I'm gonna hide it out for a bit, and then guess what? 100 years down the road, you see the same fucking car parked in my driveway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying, right? I stole your car, and then a few years goes by, and then you see your car parked in my driveway.
There's a problem.
You know it's your car because guess what? Your children done put pictures all over the inside of the fucking car. They were drawing pictures of you and drawing pictures of them and drawing pictures of their families doing shit on the inside of your car. But it's on my driveway. What you gonna do about it?
With the pictures in the same spot, just a little lighter.
No, not even. I didn't even change half of it. I didn't even change it. I was just like, damn.
You having problems still. I feel you could take her. I know where you're going with it. We're supposed to be raising hell still.
Well, let me ask my brother. What about you? Who's some of the best What's some of the best presentations you've heard this year?
This year? Yeah, I'll say with Chromeo, I can do that. Daniel had a couple of them. I seen a couple, like A1 had a couple of them. Yeah, like everybody so far this year had like a couple of good like points that they made on a couple of them. It's hard to pick It's hard to pick just one. Yeah, everybody done put some work in this year.
Well, it seems like for the new year we're gonna have to have a little bit of award ceremony and have some competition here.
Oh hell no. We basically
do it for the love.
voted to never follow in the footsteps of Yeah, we talked about that in the first time we ever got on the air, man. We had never doing no damn award ceremony.
No, not a ceremony, but we need to give out for New Year's Eve the presentation of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Because it seems like you guys have mentioned some powerful presenters. Just came out with some enlightening information this year.
We got Peter and Nino. Like, you know what? When it comes to I like presentation and stuff, that I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to get like Jane Calloway's book and Chief Holiday's book and AP A1's book and like put it in my library and honestly start burning some of this bullshit.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Buying their books and they work that they put out.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's some powerful stuff y'all just
Y'all
said.
ready to go in? What's new at Tribeup? We got both chat rooms. Who we got? We got N Jones. We got Chuck Jackson. We got Wanagi. We got TJ in the building. Iva Van in the building. There on the Chief Holiday. Over there on the Tribeup channel. Let's work over here. Oh, we got Rainstorm over there. You know, putting in work over there. But can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go in. What's new at Tribeup, man? Right now, you know, we got our affiliate program going on. I'm finna put that out. I'm finna put that up right now. For those who don't know, we got an affiliate program on Tribeup, the app. If you pretty much, I'm gonna put the affiliate. The affiliate link is in the description box. So anybody click that link and sign up. You know, I'm gonna get 15 cents, and you're also gonna get, you're also gonna get your affiliate link as well. So you will be able to send it out to your people, and you will be able to get 15 cents as well. So we're gonna go look at that a little bit and see how that's working out. See how much money I done mustered up so far, and so let me go ahead and fix the screen up real quick. 1 second. There we go. We finna head over there. Let's see where we at. Okay. So now we over there. So yeah, this is my page right here. This is my little Tribeup page. So make sure y'all get y'all to Tribeup because we starting to get our own social media. It's starting to be a little more popping, a little more trending. You know what I'm saying? But we're not. It ain't like we're making a lot of money or anything. But because we're it's all about independent. So definitely get yourself a Tribeup. Click the affiliate link in the description box. Now let's see how much money I done mustered up so far. So far, I done mustered up $2.20. $1.20 so far. That's how much I done mustered up. So it's real. And when you get to $10, you get to cash it out. You can also buy things with it within Tribeup as well. You can send it to other people if you want to, or you just collect it, send it wherever you want. So it's real money and it's there. So it's the app that pays. Also, we can't get around with the new news show that we got, Tribeup News. What day it cuts on? It cuts on. It's every day. It's on at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, we was thinking about switching it to 6 to 8, making it just a 2-hour show, making it more comfortable for everybody.
Okay, 6 to 8. So they waking up with old people, y'all. So they waking up early. So definitely get that. Could you put the link in there? Could you put the link in the
yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in both chats right now.
Yeah, put it in both chats. Yeah, definitely y'all go ahead and subscribe to that right there because they be clowning, man. Ain't nothing like a morning show, man, with some they be on there clowning all night. Man, it was funny as hell early this morning.
Hey, yo, Ty.
I got the end of it though, huh?
You got $1,017 in Costa Rica.
Right. I'm balling right now. I'm $1,000 there in Costa Rica. So keep that in mind. I'm the richest dude on Tribeup right now. I'm in the lead with $1.20. So check that out. That's real money. That's real money. And so yeah, definitely click the affiliate link in the description box. Now, boy Chief Holiday and and the crew, we know they're not going to give us a super chat.
Hey, Ty.
Before he get it. What up, Nino?
So what we decide to do, y'all, we got something better. We got something a little bit better than what they're offering. So we got affiliate link through Cash App. Okay, through Cash App, we got a Cash App affiliate link. Now, everybody that clicks on that link and download and get a Cash App, you're going to get $5 and we're going to get $5. So we're both getting paid by using that link. And also, if you wanna super chat, you can also super chat through the Cash App as well. So I'm gonna put that link up in there. So this is new, and it's actually better than super chat because it actually pay you. So you're getting $5 for signing up. You're getting $5 for signing up through the link, and also we're gonna be getting $5. So if we got 5,000 people, if we had 5,000 people and we got fat up $3, that's like $25,000. You know what I'm saying? So at least by the end of the day, man, we should be able to get at least $50. Let me put the link in both chats real quick, and I'm also gonna try to put it in the description box. So this is pretty much our version of the super chat. So, but it's better than the super chat, and because it pays you. So let me click that one more time. So there's one for the phone and one for the computer. So in the Tribeup, okay, in the Tribeup, there we go, right there. I'm gonna put that link in there. So in the Tribeup, you got that link. Click on that link and put that code in. You're gonna get $5. So everybody be able to see that. Let me see. We need to go to the Chief Holiday channel. I'm gonna put the link in there. There we go. So we got like 20-some people. So everybody be able to see that. Let me see. We need to go to the Chief Holiday channel. Work with us. I'm gonna put the link in there. Work with us. We trying. There we go. So we got like 20-some people. Everybody be able to see that. Put the link over there. So the Cash App. And this is for phones. Yeah. So work with channel. I'm gonna put the link in there. Yours on your phone, and you want to do yours through the computer. There we go. So we got like 20-some people. Everybody there. Put the link over there. So the Cash App, that's another thing that's new. So and this is for phones. Anybody that signs on the channel, I'm gonna put the link in there. Yours on your phone, and you want to do the computer. We got like 20-some people. I'm gonna put the link over there. They're gonna give us $5. So the Cash App, that's another thing that's new. And this is for phones. You know, we can do more stuff. They're gonna give us $5. Cash App, that's another thing that's new. And this is so what else we got. Anybody know American Heroes? Chief, you wanna know that? Do more stuff. They're gonna give us $5. Cash App, what you think, man? This is so what else we got. Anybody know
Oh, that's a good look. I mean, that's the best thing on right there. You signing up and you making money. And Tribeup.app, that page. For every person that comes there, you getting paid. You really have to do that. That's a good look. Just sign up, get your affiliate link. That's the best thing on right there. We just had them sign up for that, you making money. What's up, man? Tribeup.app, that page. For every person that comes there, you getting paid. You really have to do that. That's a good look. Just sign up, get your affiliate link. That's the best thing on right there. Sign up for that, you making money. What's up, man? That page. For every person that comes there, you getting paid. Oh, you really have to do that. Sign up, get your affiliate link. That's the best thing on right there. Everybody else keep making money. What's up, numbers we got going out here in the chat room? Everybody's not getting paid. You getting paid? Oh, yeah, silence. What's up? Sign up, get your fans, make them dance. How you doing? Everybody else keep making money. What's up, numbers we got going out here in the chat room? Everybody's not getting paid. You getting paid? Oh, yeah, silence. What's up?
They give you that
money. What's up?
So you said somebody they get a cash and they see the chat, they send the chat $5. They're gonna pay $5 back, and we're gonna get paid. So somebody so you said somebody man, your sound is messed up, man. So 10 times over. Send the chat $5. They're gonna pay $5 back. And we're gonna get paid. So
it's just a bunch of mumble, man. It's like 10 people talking to us. 10 times over.
We're gonna get paid.
Right, it's crazy. It's just a bunch of mumble, man. Like 10 people talking to us.
No, we won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing. Ain't nobody talking about that. Over and over and over. We won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing. Ain't
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
over and over and over. We won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing.
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
Over and over and over. We won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing.
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
Over and over and over. We won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing.
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
Over and over and over. We won't hear it on our end. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing.
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
Over and over and over. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing.
Give me a minute, I'll check it out.
Over and over and over. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing. Yeah, I'm gonna download it now. Over and over. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing. Yeah, I'm gonna download it now. Over and over. It'll be coming out on the YouTube then.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open and was echoing. Yeah, I'm gonna download it now. That shit was crazy. Coming out on the YouTube.
As soon as you went over the cheap holiday town, that's when you started.
Yeah, so he must have left one channel open I'm gonna download it now.
That shit was crazy. Coming out on YouTube. Start playing the records.
I'm gonna download it now.
That shit was crazy. Coming out on YouTube. Start playing the records.
I'm gonna download it now.
That shit was crazy. Coming out on YouTube. Start playing the records.
What's going on?
I got something kind of like 10 people talking at the same time.
What's going on?
I got something kind of like 10 people talking at the same time.
Okay, is it sounding better?
What's going on?
I got still doing the same thing. People talking at the same time.
Okay, is it sounding better? I'll be back.
What's going on?
I got still doing the same thing. People talking at the same time.
Okay, is it sounding better? I'll be back.
What's going on?
I got still doing the same thing. People talking at the same time.
Okay, is it sounding better? I'll be back.
What's going on?
I got still doing the same thing. People talking at the same time.
Okay, is it sounding better? I'll be back.
Man, this joint just keep repeating and repeating, man. The joint's crazy.
Yeah, I went back and checked it out when that happened. It happened when he switched over to
Chief
both channels.
Okay,
Yeah, he probably left both of them on at the